7 of the My Wife Is Gonna Kill Me podcast. We are back. Without Pete. We don't need him. But we're back for a fantastic episode today. Gonna have some fun. Got some good things to talk about. First, one thing I want to start off with right away is I was listening to our 276.2 or part 2 episode, and I happened to notice I was listening to the part where Travis was talking about his mailbox. What is your guys' problem? I'm trying to do a show here. Travis has got a mailbox, and he talks about how it should, is it shitty and blah blah blah, and I wanted to let you guys in, and I wanted to get your opinions on something. What is going on? Why is your
fucker? You already the top G fucking broke me.
Up until now, I did not care that Pete wasn't here. Now I wish Pete was here.
Gotta be fucking tearing up over here, Jesus.
What? I don't know what you're talking about. Neither do the people that are listening.
Isn't this person there? You're emulating a piece of shit.
I'm not emulating anyone. Guys, I wear glasses every show.
Was he emulating you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
So Steve's wearing sunglasses right now.
I didn't even notice it until I looked.
I look over and I go, what the fuck?
Why are you wearing sunglasses inside?
Why aren't you wearing sunglasses inside?
Mine are transitions.
Those lights are bright. There's prescription. I can see quite well. Travis is talking about his mailbox, and it led me to think of something that I do, and I wanted to get you guys' opinion on it. When I get home from work and I walk out to the mailbox, which I only do if I'm expecting something, like parts from Wolf King or something that would fit in the mailbox, I open the mailbox. If it's not there, I close it and I leave the mail in it. If it is there, I take the package that is mine and I leave the rest of the mail.
What about regular mail?
That's what I'm talking about.
If you get mail in your name.
What if it says your name?
I don't care. Courtney goes through that, and if it's bills and shit, that's all gonna come. It's gonna trickle down. And I'm not lying. I'm telling this is true. I do this, and the reason I do it is because Courtney's gonna come home and she is going to go to that mailbox anyway. And I don't want to feel like she did something for nothing. Because women like to feel like they contribute. And, so I just wanted to know what you guys think of this. How bad, would you guys ever do this? Or how horrible is this of me?
I grab all the mail.
I definitely grab all the mail.
But what if Heidi walked to the mailbox for no reason then? Oh my God, I think that actually...
We have an available mic. We should move that
to my butt. I had Raisin Bran last night, man. I'm all tooty today.
Was that your late night snack? Raisin Bran?
Yeah, like midnight. I'm like, you know what I need is 2 fat bowls of Raisin Bran.
It can't be the 4 McDonald's sandwiches he just had.
Well, I was farting this way before the McDonald's sandwiches, so.
Also, time out. Where the fuck are the orange juices?
They're sitting down here,
Oh, okay.
I got them on the side.
Yeah, I asked Jeremy if he wanted any McDonald's this morning. He's like, yeah, I'll have 4 large orange juices. Like, what the hell?
You can never have too much vitamin C, Cody. You should know that with your name. Starting with that C.
Orange juices will make you shit. They'll make you gassy, loose stool, and all that shit. It's kind of dangerous, isn't it?
I like to live dangerously.
I was pissed because it's like snowy roads, and I'm like not balancing these 4 fucking drinks in my car.
Get me a bucket.
Can everybody at home hear Cody well? Because the guy who never wanted a mic and never wants to talk, this first thing out of his mouth is, I think I was a little low on the podcast. Can you turn my mic up?
I'm just saying it sounded crappy, but
No, I think you like it. I think you like that mic. It's changed you.
yeah, same with the sunglasses.
Oh. By the way, now that you've walked past my mailbox, what do you think?
I still haven't looked at your mailbox.
I didn't see your mailbox. Where's your mailbox?
Oh.
Is there something about the mailbox? What did I miss on the mailbox?
Last week, we talked about how his mailbox is
remember
all
this
rusty
shit.
and doesn't have a door.
Oh, I remember that now.
And he doesn't care about if it has a door.
Yeah, I remember that.
Heidi thinks it's a status.
Yeah.
Jeez.
She thinks her mailbox makes us look trashy.
Yeah. I
I'm
remember
like,
this. Hey guys, at least I show up. Okay.
Yeah.
At least you show. Well, hey, Pete. He has a good excuse for not being here.
Family first.
Family first.
Family
Which
first.
kid do you think this is? Is this
Piper.
It's Piper.
It's got to be
Oh
Piper.
my god, that makes it even worse. Dude lets us know this morning that he's gonna drive 3 hours to Detroit to watch his daughter do a little dance, cheerleading dance, for what he himself described as 25 seconds. And he had to miss the podcast for that. There is no way in hell I'm driving 3 hours to watch that shit. In fact, lately, with Claire and her shit, if she's in choir and she's performing, if she doesn't have a solo, I'm not going. There's no point. She's in a choir. You can't pick her voice out. She could be mouthing it. She could be just pretending to sing and no one would know the difference. Why am I wasting my night watching her do that? And so I don't respect Pete's decision to miss the podcast today. I also think he's creating a monster because this is why girls are all, yeah, everything revolves around me. You gotta let your kid know that not everything revolves around you. If you make 60% of their stuff, that's good enough. You need to let them. They need to look out in that audience and see empty seats sometimes.
They need to be prepared for disappointment.
Yes, because then she's gonna get a boyfriend one day, and holy cow, everything revolves around her. Just like weddings and everything a girl does is, blah 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 blah. He is creating a little monster for her future husband, and so yeah, on multiple levels, I think this is bullshit.
Didn't you miss like 2 weeks ago because you went to a play in Detroit?
Yeah, I wanted to go. It was a professional play. One of my favorites.
What was?
Les Mis.
Who?
Les Mis. Les Miserables.
Never seen it.
Well, I mean,
Never will.
Of course, you guys aren't cultured. But it's a very...
Right, that's it.
That's one way to put it.
I mean, Matt Rodriguez has the tattoo on his arm for this play. 24601.
Yeah, but you and Matt couldn't be further opposites.
Well, they have one thing in common. We're a little cultured.
Oh, you got something in common, but it's not culture.
It's a good show.
Yeah, I'm sure.
What's it about? Never mind. I don't
Nope.
really I could care less.
I know, I got curious for a second too. They're like, I feel like it's been explained to me before too, and I didn't care.
There's a
enough to remember.
good. It's. I'll just say this.
Oh God.
There's a book. It's based on a Victor Hugo book. The same
I
guy
don't
who
know what
wrote
that is.
Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Isn't it Notre Dame?
I don't know.
Okay.
I call it Notre Dame. I don't know if that's a football team or a fucking cathedral in fucking France or wherever the hell Notre Dame is or Notre Dame. I don't know. I don't care. But
Obviously.
Tom Cruise is getting pissed.
So it's based. The play is based off a book, and the play turns it into a musical. But the book, it was actually, there is like a 2013 movie with Liam Neeson that's not a musical, and it's a very good show.
All right.
So to tie in a little bit to Pete not being here today, I made a mistake this morning. I tried to share a portion of my life with my wife. And as these text messages in our little group chat that we have were going through, and pretty much Pete saying he's not going to be here, I was like, oh my gosh, here we go. We got drama already. It's going on right now. And she's like, oh, really? What's going on? And so I just read her our conversation. And of course, in there was me saying, hey, are we going to podcast today? And you guys were like, yeah. And I was like, good, because I could use a little fun this weekend.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that means, yeah. In girl world,
Oh, yeah.
that
Yeah,
means
you
your
had
wife is
zero
no
fun.
fun, or your wife's family is no fun, or whatever they want to misconstrue it, because they're constantly looking for something to get offended by.
And let me tell you,
Is she here?
she was offended.
Yeah, I was going to say, did she leave?
Oh.
She left before you guys got
Yeah,
here.
she's really offended.
And when she left, this is how it went. I was like, have a good time, honey. And she's like, yeah, have fun.
You could see the air quotes.
And
You
I
could
go,
hear the anger.
I go, really? And she goes, yeah, that's how it is. Out the door.
Out the door. Was she planning on leaving prior to this?
She was planning on going to work out regardless. She was gonna do that for sure.
I agree with Heidi.
What?
Yeah. If all Travis was doing was hanging out with Heidi the whole weekend, and then he says that.
Well, I happen to know that Travis went to his parents last night.
I did go to my parents.
So he might have been saying his parents are lame.
It doesn't mean that you weren't previously having fun, though. You're just ready for some fun.
Yep.
Had you put
How long?
had you put additional in front of it,
Yes.
you might have been all right.
In an
Yes.
alternate universe, how long would Heidi and my marriage last?
I don't think it would have happened.
Oh, you're right. It wouldn't.
No. She is.
She would have kicked your ass,
Oh,
and that would have been that,
she would have killed him in his sleep.
probably.
She'd have to do
Steve.
something like that.
Yeah, Steve easily with one hand. Heidi has this concept that she can beat up a man, and I don't know where that came from. Besides maybe
the MCU. Jeez, everywhere.
Heidi would whoop my ass.
I feel like
I don't think she would.
I feel like she's
think that, but Cody, you would take her.
I feel like she's aggressive and
She is very aggressive, but see, that's part of the thing. She believes that she can. She has tried this with a few men, friends of ours, of course, and all of them have hurt her. Like, she doesn't, I've had to explain to her that I'm like, hun, I could have both hands handcuffed behind my back and kill
Still
you.
will.
That's not true. That's not, hun. Okay,
That forehead to her nose.
over.
Boom.
And let's be honest, I will boot stomp the shit out of her. What's she gonna do?
not. I would, but I will.
if I just happened to trip, okay?
Yeah.
What would she do? She would probably jump on me and try and. But I mean, even we know this, right? Okay, one of my favorite True Detectives, season 2, I think it was. I can't remember. But there's a female police officer, and they're in the locker room. They're taking all their stuff off, and she's pulling out knives out of everywhere. And dude's like, "Why do you carry so many knives?" And she's like, "Because you can kill me with your bare hands." Like factual, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
I respect that.
yes, and so like she has this concept that she could, and I understand what Cody's saying, but the reality of it is Cody would kick the crap out of her. I mean, it's just factual. Don't get me wrong. I know she's terrifying. Believe me, I live in fear. But as a dude, who do you guys talk to if you have a stressful day at work?
Other dudes.
No, nobody.
I like it.
Like a real man.
Yeah.
That's some
Keep it
stoicism.
inside.
I respect that.
When I'm 50, I'm gonna fucking cry at the drop of a hat.
I kind of
but
wish I would have said that. That's badass.
Take those sunglasses off.
Give
you
those
fucking-
sunglasses to Cody.
Who's the true alpha?
So
Beta Bishotti.
every once in a while, when a little piece comes out, or you're like, and what happens? You get just, oh, well, I guess you didn't have any fun with me, or I mean, I'm like, okay, whatever, whatever. Go be mad. Just do your thing. Whatever.
Go work out with that anger. Come back feeling better. Be sure you tell her you didn't have any fun today and that you were wrong.
Yes. Oh, it was awful.
No.
This was
No,
terrible.
ignore it. Bury it.
Push it down.
Push it down.
She's gonna come in and Travis will be like, yeah, they even think I could whoop your ass.
Let's let you in on my life. We're gonna listen to the whole episode.
Yeah.
Oh, yep. So hopefully she brings me a drink while we're going, but
You gotta bury it. Like it didn't even affect you. Like,
I
you don't
totally
even
agree with
remember
Bill Burr. We just push that stuff down.
Yeah.
Yep, push it down. Yep. Cody's right. You don't talk to anybody. Just don't do it.
Greg says, I don't know. She seemed pretty scary at PowerCon. you gotta like. Greg's like 8 feet tall. Just
Yeah.
could pummel.
Don't get me wrong. She's
But
scary.
Yeah, she's a little terrifying.
She comes at you because,
What?
what's a guy gonna do?
When I got a bee on me, I mean, it's little, but it's aggressive.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not a bee, maybe like a wasp, but
If you're not friends with me on Snapchat, you probably haven't seen this, but I do love to just share quotes that Heidi says to me at times, and I'll just put them out there on Snapchat. And one day I'm gonna just upload a bunch of these so people can see the things that, like, and don't get me wrong, I am no saint by any means, but like we'll be lying in bed and she'll get mad at me, and obviously I say some things that are, she doesn't like the girlfriend joke.
What? Okay. What's
What?
the girlfriend joke?
The girlfriend joke is, hey, I get it, you're not in the mood, but how about you just let me get a girlfriend?
yeah, the girlfriend joke.
Yes. Like, she doesn't find that amusing.
I do a variation of that.
Do you?
Yeah.
What's yours?
If I initiate for intercourse and I get turned down, I say, it's all right, I've been there before. I know every nook and cranny.
Slow down, dude. You're getting me kind of aroused, and I wore the gray sweatpants. You can't be talking about intercourse.
Fucking hot.
I'm sorry,
You
what
never
was that
asked for
again?
intercourse? Never asked for intercourse?
You mean coitus?
Time to copulate?
Nah, I like to bump uglies.
Yeah.
Well, you guys miss Pete yet?
I don't blame Pete at all. Like I said, family first.
Driving with his princesses. They might stop and look at some dresses on the way back, too.
Good possibility. Very good possibility.
Wow.
That's a better reason than last week, so.
Very true. So if you miss Pete out there,
Yeah,
Let
be
him-
sure to let him know.
let him know.
Yeah, let him know.
We keep showing up. Well,
Well, I mean, Steve did it for a month.
right, we
but-
keep showing up.
I had real reasons. So.
How you been, Jeremy?
I felt like I had I'm pretty. I don't know. I don't really know right now. I think I'm okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I guess.
Seasonal depression get to you guys?
Fuck yeah.
No. Well, yes.
I
yes.
have it all 4 seasons though.
So I guess seasonal.
Yeah, it's seasonal. I mean, there's different types. I have summer depression. fall depression. Winter's a pretty long depression. Spring depression.
Snow definitely helps me
Holiday depression.
this time of year.
Work depression.
Work depression, yeah.
Pete not fucking showing up or giving a fuck. Depression. Depressive depression. Other than that, I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cody, seasonal?
Yeah, for sure. Winter time in general.
Is it the gray skies?
Yeah.
Not being able to be half naked, dancing to pop songs in the summer breeze with a cocktail in your hand and your dick in the other.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say like I don't actually have like depression or anything.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want
Just more gloomy.
I don't want to off myself or anything like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes being depressed is awesome.
Really?
Food tastes better.
I'm just, you know what? I can live. I'm going to live.
Orgasms are a bit nicer.
Anything to pick you up?
Yeah, sure.
Anybody try for a test shot yesterday?
No, not at all.
I am not a quick guy. So when
Are we still?
something like that,
Okay. Just
when something like this
trying to get caught
happens, I usually miss.
Yeah.
I usually miss because, like, you know, there's people that are at the ready. Like
Yeah.
I'm not that guy.
Yeah.
With that said, I have test shots, so obviously I've been okay in the past. I had every intention, and then I used a little trick on Heidi. She was cleaning, and she was cleaning in less clothes than most people would usually clean in, probably. And then I was like, I made a little joke thing, like, hey, I got something I want to show you. And she was like, okay, give me a minute. And I was like, it's going to be gone in a minute. And guess what? It was. Unfortunately, then all of a sudden I pick up my phone and here's do-do-do. People are like, oh, I got this. And I was like, yep. I got something, but it wasn't that.
Man, you really missed out.
I know. How about you?
I can get shit. I tried. I had it. I did it all right. I think. I don't know. I'm mixed up. I had the credit card number in a paste file. I made sure my cart was empty. I was logged in. I went immediately for one thing.
What?
Bardrick. I wanted a Bardrick test shot. And it went immediately when I tried to check out. It went to you are in line to check out or to check out.
Yep.
Should be under a minute.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, what do I do here? What would you do there, Trav? You sit there and wait like it
Or
tells
try
you?
again.
Or do you go out and in again?
I'd open another browser.
So, you can do that?
The internet is hard!
So,
we got
but then I got to log in again. That's going to take some time, too.
We got a couple of super chats real quick.
Okay.
Ooh.
Dusty Standiford says, Pete's still suffering from furniture disease. Give the man a break. His chest is in his drawers. Curtis Ackerman. My wife. Why is Steven wearing sunglasses? Me. Because he's the top G, the alpha. My wife. Oh, because Pete's not there?
God, I wish he was here.
He won't even be listening on his way to Detroit.
No, but he would. If he
Do
was
you think he's really traveling today to Detroit?
Yeah, I bet.
Okay.
It's funny. But can you imagine him sitting across and Steve, he looks up at Steve. Can
Yeah.
you imagine how that would have went? Oh, my gosh. I would have cried. I would have laughed so
It's like
hard I
the
would have
best
cried.
posture I've ever seen you have. Those sunglasses really bring out the man in you. You were manly before, don't get me wrong, but
So manly.
You should have
Yeah.
wore your Harley jacket.
Starting to like smell testosterone.
Harley jacket. That's the last thing I would wear.
He needs a
I
fucking
Harley.
his jean jacket.
I'd have a freaking. I'd go
Collar
back,
popped.
I'd go find something from the 70s. It was all beat up, had some wear on it. A couple of guys died in it.
You should adopt the Fonzie look.
Why?
I feel like you kind of could pull off that greaser looking.
I got the hair for it.
Yeah,
but
see,
I don't
I
know.
can see you going, hey.
Hey, Fonzie was cool, but then when I met, well, I didn't meet him, but when you see Henry Winkler, and the guy talks like he's all really super nicest guy in the world, I'm like, he totally ruins Fonzie for me. So I don't know. Test shots, yes.
Right.
Yeah, so
Toy show.
So meanwhile, while I'm doing this, I was actually on my desktop, and I had Emil on my phone. We were doing a little messenger chit chat thing and so Emil is my second browser because he's on there watching what's happening. He didn't want any, and he's like,
You don't want any?
he wasn't gonna try for any,
Okay.
and he's like, Lord Bardrick sold out, while I'm still looking at the screen that says you're in line to check out, and I assume that means I'm done, so I just gave up. But I don't know if that was the right call. Maybe I would have still got it somehow. I don't know. Lame, but whatever. I expected to lose. I lost. But
So if you got what you expected, doesn't that make you a winner?
this round, yeah. But I mean, I always win in the end.
I'm learning.
I always learn.
Someday I may be a man.
You're a man.
Thanks.
You just need to.
I got a
You just need to man up.
You just need to strut.
I got a PS5 opening day by having like 4 computers and like 50 different browsers. So I think you for sure need to have more
How
than
do
one
you make them all
browser.
do the same thing at once?
You just have to be quick and go to each one and refresh, and then one of them pops up, and then you check out.
In the future, I think what you do is you just tell Cody,
Yeah,
I will.
Cody.
I'll give you $30 if you get me a test shot. Bardrick would have been a good one.
Yeah.
I think if I would have not been doing my favorite thing in the world, I probably would have went for. I think I would have had to go for Alethea and Phobos, which would have been hard anyway. I mean, how do you get both? But
What
I
are
don't
what are you guys' reasonings for wanting the test shots? Is it due to rarity or is it just
Rarity, and I think they're cool.
I like how they look. Now, with that said, like if the shit hits the fan and I got to start selling stuff, the test shots, I would sell the test shots before I would sell the
main character.
Yeah. Without a doubt. I think it's a very cool aspect. The exclusivity is really awesome. You know, to think that, and I don't know, we don't know what the numbers are now, but if I had to guess, it's probably around 20, and that's a straight up guess.
At one point that was said, but I don't know if it's still accurate.
Yeah.
And every one of them are all like one solid color, right? Usually
Yeah.
a dark.
Yep. They're just that dark. I mean, they're beautiful.
Now, if they did those in like hot colors or like rainbow or some bullshit, I probably might like.
Then you'd be in on them.
Maybe it's like unique. It's different.
See, I like them in that solid color like that because I feel like if you were really going to do like a diorama kind of thing, they could be like stone
That makes
statues.
sense.
Like, I think
For sure.
that's a cool thought process.
To me, it looks like a blank canvas that needs to be painted.
And some people do that, which
I
is
think it's rare, but it happens.
wild to me.
Which would just depreciate. Depreciate? Is that the word? Is that how I say it?
Yeah.
The value?
Cody, I sent you a pic of just a shitty ass screenshot of the page when they were. So it'll be the Four Horsemen picture that I sent you right from the page.
Which one?
It's gonna be the nope down.
Just say 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep. 07 then that one. Nope.
This one.
Nope. Up one. Yep. So this is someone grabbed this. This is 2 minutes in, by the way.
2 minutes.
2 minutes. They're all sold out.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Wow.
just looking then at like what they were asking, it looks like for any of the like the moose or Aphorus, you're over $100, and then the other figures, around $60. Except for Lithia, that was a pricey one. She comes with a lot of stuff though.
Well, she costs more.
True, she's a more expensive
She's
figure.
a $50 figure.
What's that
Right.
screen right there, Cody? Is that just their website?
Yeah, this is just a screenshot right from their website.
Yeah, and if I was a guessing man, I'm assuming some people probably went right to eBay.
Oh yeah, I'm
and
sure
threw
they're
them up there.
I'm sure if you get on there and look right now. So that is also a hard thing too, because to me this is the price I would pay.
And what I can't see, like 95 or
There's
100.
$60 for like a basic figure.
Yeah.
And then then it goes all the way up to I think 110 might be the. You know what? I don't know if how much Phobos was, but I would guess 110 would be the highest.
Oh, Curtis said.
Oh, Curtis, yeah. Apparently someone's selling a couple of test shots they just got yesterday on eBay for $500.
Well, I would like to know if they actually sell though.
Right, exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
they're attempting to sell.
That'll be interesting.
But I will say there's a group of collectors that are out there. Like they want to have a
Everyone.
test shot. Yes.
We're trying to get everyone.
Yep. Colin, I think, is one of those people. And so when you start to think about that, $500 sounds crazy, but the reality of it is there's people out.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to instantly be worth that because it's the only one, or at least limited.
Yeah.
People are going to
pay
that exorbitant amount.
I'm trying to think what the most. I'm pretty sure I have an Adamon.
Sort it so it's sold listings.
Isn't it in your case?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Adamon. If it's hard because I don't remember if it's Adamon
Oh,
or if
I
it's.
see what you're saying.
Yeah.
If it's Atlas.
Yes.
Atlas or whatever.
And I can't recall which one it is. So I probably have a few test shots that would be what people would consider a higher.
So this sold for
higher value one.
$312.
Okay.
Which one?
Aphorus.
Oh, Ferris.
Aphorus sold for $312. We're looking at sold listings on eBay right now. I mean, that person paid $110 for it plus shipping, and they sold it for $300. So they minimum doubled their money. Arether test shot right now is sold one on eBay $500.
Yeah.
That was in November.
That was November, but still
Yeah, I missed out on him too. I have his horse, but I don't have him.
pricey.
I will also say this was the one that I probably was the deluxe too. But the cosmic one
Cosmic
is the
one is the one because it's your first chance to get your hands on one of those figures and play with it. And obviously, I think
So that would be out, obviously, then before the actual figure.
yeah.
Interesting.
And then they're up next week, I think, or a week from yesterday, I think.
And it's not only that. I hate to say this, but I mean, we've talked about this numerous times how my brain works, just from a financial standpoint. Cosmic Series 1, those figures are gonna be
They're fire. They're gonna be fire.
They're gonna be fire. They're gonna be one. Not only are they gonna be awesome, two, it was ordered at a very. I imagine it was ordered at a very small rate because one, it was brand new, just like the first Kickstarter for Mythic Legions. It's number one. It takes time for that stuff to build,
Right.
like popularity,
Yeah.
and there's probably a lot of Mythic Legions collectors who are like,
I can't afford 2 lines. There's all kinds of, there's a myriad of excuses of why not to do it. And we were saying at the time, this history is going to repeat itself.
Yep.
We were saying that right then. We were like,
Grab them now, or you're gonna regret it.
and I don't think we'll see, and I could be wrong, but I don't think we will see that with the later lines of Mythics. Don't get me wrong, figures are going to go up. Figures are going to be $100.
figures always go up.
Yep, they will always go up. But I don't believe they're going to get to Otho numbers, Adamon numbers, Keltis numbers, because now people understand it, and there's more of them out there.
It depends on the rate of growth of the line.
Yeah.
If the rate of the growth of the line is still at a steep angle, pretty soon the Arethyr wave is going to be like, people are going to be coming in and they're going to be like, I need a Magnus, I need a this, and those will be the new oath though. If the rate is still that steep, we don't know if it is.
Do we know? When these are supposedly coming?
Yeah,
We have an idea, yeah.
Because I have been
This
totally
year.
out of the loop. This year?
this year I think I think they're like 3 months, 4 months out right now. They were
Yeah.
supposed to be coming soon, but they flip flopped. There was some reason they pushed this one back, this way back, and they moved up All Stars 4 Plus.
Okay.
They swapped them, so All Stars 4 Plus is going to be coming soon. I think within a month or so, or it's getting close.
Oh, yeah.
And that would have been when we would have got these. So we'll be getting
Can you... Is
something.
it possible you could see Cosmic, your interest in Cosmic surpassing your interest in Mythic?
I don't think so. I think it could be equal. I think I could. I think I get to a point where I'm like, I like this just as much as I like Mythic, but I don't think it could surpass it.
Jeremy?
No, I don't think so. Unless they do some really crazy mutant-y monster alien things. But I mean, overall, I'm more drawn to.
Isn't that all they did?
Well, I mean, like space creatures and whatnot. You know, I could see lots of weird tentacles and shit like that. You know, like that stuff would draw me in.
Okay.
That's right here.
I think I have him on order, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing.
Slog, to me, looks like one of the coolest toys ever made.
Yeah. And I don't remember if I went through you or if I ordered stuff myself, but I know that I have at least him on order. I know I had him and maybe somebody else.
I gotta think Book 1 is gonna be kind of one of those, and Book 2 could be very well as well, but I think Book 1 we're gonna see some prices just go crazy.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm gonna tell you right now, if you haven't ordered these and you can find somebody that still has them up for pre-order, which I'm sure there's plenty of people, you definitely should get in on this without a doubt. The test shots to me are just a cool, real neat piece. Justin just posted
It's a little badge of honor too.
Yeah.
You know, like
Justin just got a classics. Gosh, who was it? I can't remember if it was Too Bad or somebody, but he just got a classics
Seems
prototype.
like it was too bad.
I think it was, but I'm not 100% sure. And so, like, here you go. This is a line that's been out for classics. Too
Yeah.
Bad has been what? I mean, minimum 10 years,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, there you go.
Minimum, yep.
Somewhere in there, yep.
And Justin, who we know, Justice, sorry, who is a big collector. For him, that he gets it, he posts a picture of it like as a Grail piece.
Yeah.
That's what these will end up being for people. They're the prototype kind of thing. They're that cool piece that, and like I've said before,
I understand it for sure.
Yeah,
Jesus. I'm just looking at it. Is the people at home seeing that, or are you just clicking around?
I'm just telling you, I think Slog will be one of those figures that, and not just Slog. There's a lot in that line, and we've also been spoiled because of PowerCon. And then LegionsCon too, but mostly PowerCon. We got to hold these.
Yeah.
Like we held them in our hand. Steve posed them at Zolo, I think, or
RetroCon.
RetroCon.
Yeah.
So like we've already had that small experience. A lot of the fans haven't had the opportunity to go to these shows, and they're one day going to have this in their hand, and I think people will be like, we're going to be looking at this people doing their top 10 figures of 2023, and
Not this show.
not us.
Other shows.
Yeah, well, we're not like all the other stupid shows. We do our own thing on our own time. Maybe it's not important to us.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We're not a toy podcast. We are toy entertainment.
Something like that. We did get a super chat from Coitus. Oh, that's funny. Coitus.
Yes.
Says, I'm guessing the quality control standards for the first wave of Cosmic is pretty high. They weren't coming out until they are perfect IMO. Which means, in my opinion.
Yeah.
While we're talking, we just happen to be on the Four Horsemen topic. Why don't we talk about that PowerCon exclusive right now, huh?
Yeah, that's part of the toy news.
or PowerCon
Um,
debut, I think.
What do you got, Jeremy? You are a PowerCon connection.
Yeah.
you got, so I went live the other day with Tomas in the Cabal, and he asked me my favorite Mythic Legion and all that type of stuff. And he's like, so you must know
More
the
about this
PowerCon
info.
stuff. And I'm like, no, I
You're
don't.
like, what?
Like, I saw the picture when you guys saw the picture. I don't know that stuff. Val ended up posting that, not me. So I don't know those types of things. So I find out when everybody else does.
Does Cody have a picture of it, though?
I sent him one.
Yep, and I did too as well.
Oh,
It
yeah,
might be easier
probably
to
the
go
last.
through. Might be easier to go through my pictures. The top middle. Yeah, buddy.
So this is Demistros or Demistros or Demistros? I don't know how you say it. I would say
Demistros.
like that. And the only thing I said is say hello to the second teaser for PowerCon 2023. It's the
Because Spiro was the first one, right? For
yes.
yeah, exclusive.
Yep.
Steven, what do you got for us, buddy?
Well, first of all, it looks pretty badass.
Yep.
That head is one of the coolest.
It's as badass as Jeremy's ass is bad right now.
It is one of the coolest sculpts I've ever seen in my life.
Wow.
Cody, you disagree? You don't like? What do you think? What do you think of this? Is it cool? You like it?
It's cool, but that's a crazy statement.
Let me show you what he looks like when he originally came from the Four Horsemen, Cody, and then we'll see what you think.
See, some people were speculating this was another Masters of the Universe homage, and I am 99.9% sure that is not true.
It is not true.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can confirm that.
I believe, I saw some comments too that were like, nope, it's not. And yeah, just a reminder, like PowerCon, it used to be all about He-Man, and now it is about all toys. So, although there are, obviously an exclusive that is an homage to Masters, but
So Gerard reached out to me last night. A lot of people are confused with this, and he wanted me to lay down some facts. So
some FAX, let's do it.
strap in. It's being offered by PowerCon, not Horseman Direct. It's not directly, at least the show version that they're getting that will be there is you're gonna apparently purchase that through PowerCon, not at the Four Horsemen table, from what I understand.
Okay. Okay.
That's different.
It is not a tribute to anything.
All right.
It's an original character.
Which I will say, this also makes me feel like that means we will also still get tributes.
Well, Jeremy Gerard said, now he didn't say that in these little bullet points he gave me here, but if you I listened to him talk, I think it was in the Wolf Den with Len, and he said that this does not replace what they normally do. It's a paraphrase. I may have used different words than he did, but I interpreted what he said to say that I think they're gonna still be doing their thing. So, on top of this,
The more the merrier.
yeah,
So real quick,
yeah,
I mean, you might have more information
I
here,
do. But go ahead.
no, yeah. Let's finish yours before I ask this question, because mine's going to take us down a different road.
Okay, this is not mythic or cosmic. It is outside of those realms.
I would assume also not figure obscura.
No, I would think he would have said that,
I love it.
but no.
I love it.
There will be a standard version down the road from Store Horseman.
Which is the way the Horsemen have always done it.
Yep.
They are very conscious of fans and do not want to put out something that is
Not going to be attainable for everybody.
yes. Yep. Now I'm not saying that don't happen, but
Right.
yep.
I was wrong.
Oh.
There is an actual bullet point that says this does not replace our usual PowerCon debut early releases.
Okay.
We still have plans for those.
All right.
And that is straight from the horse's mouth.
Hey.
Oh.
Very cool.
So as toy guys here, if I remember right, last year's PowerCon, which first year going away from the standard, deviating from the original PowerCon, I can't recall anything besides the PowerCon debut figures being what you would consider an exclusive at PowerCon.
There weren't exclusives last year.
So now, and PowerCon's always had exclusives, but they were directly usually from Mattel. They were going,
and it was they would only be able to be bought at PowerCon
or online or something.
Well, right, but they were exclusives that were
You bought them through through PowerCon.
So obviously we already have a booth at PowerCon. We already have hotel.
That's all you guys do.
Apparently,
Nobody sent me a thing.
I would say,
I'm baking on Jeremy's.
Cody, can you let him out? Can you let Max out, please?
If my family don't go, I got you.
As a toy collector, and especially also as a flipper, a toy vendor, a piece of trash. I'm super excited to see exclusives coming back to that show.
Mm-hmm.
And it also creates like this little bit of, which I know we have an inside track where vendors will be around the whole weekend. The chances of us getting stuff are obviously better.
Yeah.
With that said, I'm also thinking about that PowerCon line for the Four Horsemen table.
Yeah.
And going, holy shit, like there's going to be a lot of stuff there.
Jeremy can back me up. If they do the typical PowerCon way of doing things, these will be able to be purchased when you buy your tickets for PowerCon.
Okay.
And there will be a separate room where they'll give you a ticket with your ticket.
Okay.
And you can walk up. Your exclusive is earmarked for you. There's a certain number of them there. You can go up there anytime. In the past, it was always a room off in some other spot that you walk up to.
Usually with Rob Bass handing them out.
Yeah, and you hand over your ticket, they hand over your exclusives.
Yep.
So the line thing at PowerCon was never really too difficult because nobody was in a hurry because, some people were obviously going to be in a hurry, but...
Yep. So, that should be...
So the Horseman line will probably be, for whatever they have, that'll probably be normal.
For sure.
What are you giggling at?
Oh, Curtis.
What's Squirtus talking about now?
I can't see. It's dark in here.
It's not. He did super chat it. So.
Yeah, he didn't.
He didn't. No matter how funny it is.
Curtis, I'll tell you right now, I've had a couple requests, so I'm just trying to keep the fans happy. Are you going to take those off? You can wear them the whole podcast.
I always wear glasses.
It's true.
That is true.
Yes.
True.
So I'm curious what the some of the other companies may have for exclusives, and what companies may be coming that weren't last year.
Well, for starters, there was a bunch of toy companies there last year, which was part of the allure to PowerCon.
Yeah.
You guys know me. I like He-Man, but I am not. There's no He-Man in this room,
right?
Besides the Four Horsemen homage shelf. I sold all my classics for the most part. You know what? I take that back.
You got Granomir.
I got Granomir. I got Dragoman.
You ever get rid of Granomir? Let me know.
I don't foresee that I am still.
Stranger things have happened.
That is very true. While I would say He-Man is not my thing, there still is certain things. I've got a He-Man head sculpt on a
Templar.
On a Templar. I still love. I love He-Man, but it's not my toy line. So, the fact that all these companies are there bringing all this other stuff, I understand PowerCon for you guys in California was awesome. I totally get it.
But it's at the point now though where I'm like, well, that was that, and it's done.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
there's no going back.
There's no going back. There's no He-Man convention anymore.
That PowerCon in Ohio,
PowerCon, right?
was awesome.
It was awesome.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
they got a good thing going, and It's only supposed to be expanding. There's a thing for Mego. There's like I guess Mego has a thing annually, like a Mego meetup, and they're actually going to be moving it to PowerCon this year. So Mego will have like this get together there and everything.
Yeah.
Kind of cool if they had an exclusive too. Shit, everybody should have an exclusive who's there. It'd be like, oh my god, that'd be crazy though.
So much money.
Whole weekend of buying exclusives and shit. But it'd be worth it.
Which is crazy too, because I didn't buy the Four Horsemen stuff there.
Right.
And not because I didn't want it or anything like that, but the only in my mind I was like, the only reason you buy that now is to flip it.
Right.
Because you're going to get it later on.
Yep. I ended up ordering some and then getting some there and doing a trade with somebody.
Oh,
so
perfect.
yeah, it worked
Mine
out.
are on my shelf,
There you go.
and
Cody.
I got more coming.
PowerCon. I know you've been to cons before, Grand Rapids being one of them for sure. But PowerCon, like experience-wise for you, what'd you think?
Yeah, the place was beautiful. Loved the venue.
Just super professional.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you got to say that about Val. He's very professional when it comes to that type of stuff. Even the PowerCon stuff was really just set up really well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, PowerCon has always been a high-end experience. I remember that first PowerCon we attended. I was just, water bottles everywhere to get water inside the event, carpeted. It was
PowerCon was a beautiful event.
yeah,
I've obviously been to a ton of cons. You guys have been to a ton of cons. But when you go to something like that where you feel like they've taken the next step, the next level.
Yeah.
Now, with that said, I also want to say when you go to an event like that, and LegionsCon is also a great example. And we got a big group of us, Mythic Legions fans here in Michigan, in our friend group, I should say. And people were talking about people that haven't gone to a Legions style. Bob messaged in this group and said, "Hey, I'm Rieger. He goes, I'm really thinking about going to LegionsCon. My wife said, stop whining about it and just fucking go." And it was amazing. Like, of course, all our friend group going, dude, we'll take care of you. We can help you get there. All this stuff. But one of the comments made in there was Scott Wiles. And Scott said, hey, and I know why he said this, because Rieger is a flipper. Like, Rieger is like, he's a toy guy too, but Rieger is the guy that's Facebook Marketplace, buying lots, he's buying to put in his booth and flip.
Yep.
Scott goes, hey, FYI, going to LegionsCon is not a go buy a bunch of stuff to flip kind of place.
right.
Because it's high end.
Yeah.
And it really
You're
is.
buying stuff for your collection.
You are buying stuff for your collection.
You're buying stuff that you want to enjoy for yourself, mostly.
Exactly. It's not like a little toy show where you walk in and you're like, hey, I'll take your whole table for $1,000 or something like that. No, there's people that have stuff on their table that costs $1,000. And I feel like PowerCon was the same way. Now, the exclusives is a different part of that.
Yeah.
You go to these shows, get the exclusives, you literally can pay for your trip. And I'm not saying that's the best way to do things.
But if you go down that road, that option is available.
It's definitely there.
And now you do say it's like, and they are PowerCon's more professional, and yeah, it is a little bit higher end, but also, this is junk man talking. Like, there's some junk to be found.
You did
I'm
find some
talking like
deals.
treasures, man.
Oh, yeah.
So
It's a digging show, too.
and that's what's great
It's
about
got
it.
a very good...
Yeah, it's got a good
balance.
mix of
Well,
all of it.
Let's be honest. PowerCon's going to look a little different, too.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a little bit
I thought it was
bigger,
dumb
even.
though that some of the bigger companies didn't have a bigger selection. Like NECA didn't even have
Yeah,
anything.
they had nothing for sale,
Yeah.
which was like, okay. That's,
Like,
yeah,
that
was a
would be
little
cool
odd.
if like they brought a
might
ton of
change,
stuff.
though.
I would
Right, maybe they'll
hope
have an
that would
exclusive
change.
or something.
But I also understand, too, where that comes in because it's a lot of work. Bringing product to a show.
Yeah, and I don't know where NECA's located.
Right.
Are they in California? I don't know.
So LegionsCon's a good example for me. Like, I keep getting people asking, are you going to bring your whole booth to LegionsCon? Fuck no.
No way.
Absolutely not. 2 reasons. One, it's a 13-hour drive. Pulling a trailer that far, I'm not that guy. Like, it's not a full-time job for me. I don't need that. 2, I want to have fun. Like, I want
You don't want to
have
spend
fun.
your whole time selling. You want to actually hang out and do things.
And when you have to set up a full booth, like my full booth takes 5 hours.
Yeah.
With 2 or 3 people.
Yeah.
You know, that's not why I'm going.
If he's got me helping him, it takes 6.
I don't know. I am super excited for the rest of this year and what it holds for us. I'm hoping we get this dude to travel with us a little bit because the experience he had at PowerCon, LegionsCon was.
I think yeah. Cody's got to be at least.
There wasn't much of a nightlife outside of the hotel at LegionsCon.
No, it was in
True.
the hotel, and that's what I loved about it.
Right. Well, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it just depends on what you like. Like, we went out and walked the streets at PowerCon,
And
wasn't very far.
And I hated
Yeah,
it.
no.
You didn't even go to the
You
fucking
didn't go.
vampire place.
No, I mean I had to walk the streets to go out to dinner, and then you guys were gonna go hang out, and I was like, I need to get back to my room.
You do a lot of walking there. The place is like an airport.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a big place.
because
It's huge.
I do not like. So, if you tell me I gotta walk around Columbus at night, where I don't know where I'm going, it's not my hometown place. I just want to go back to my room because I have an anxiety problem, and I won't.
Heaven forbid you're hanging out with all of your friends while you're doing
I don't
it,
trust
though.
one of you fuckers to take care of me when shit goes down. All right, so
You're the alpha.
I know that's why
Take
I go
care
back
of
to
us.
my room. Now, at LegionsCon, it's a different story. The party's downstairs. You guys saw me more at LegionsCon than you did it because I could walk downstairs.
We saw him more.
I'm not saying I closed the place down, but I stayed up till 1 o'clock one night. I never did that at PowerCon.
Not with me, you didn't.
Where? At LegionsCon, I did.
You were hanging out with Matt and the Swedes.
We were in the same room.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
mean, I
God.
saw you. Like, you were across the room, hanging out with other people. I was like,
I
whatever,
thought I
guess.
left my wife home.
Fuck me. But,
No, your wife is always with you. But Steve, you can also admit
Get
that
treated like her too, apparently. So, Courtney, I feel you, baby.
Did you go to? I can't remember. Did you go to dinner with him at Ponderosa or not? You didn't, did you? Remember when there was a
You
night
mean
where
Olive Garden?
the same thing when
Totally different.
Yeah, Ponderosa's way better.
when all of a sudden Steve we're all walking and all of a sudden Steve did one of these.
Mm-hmm.
He went to hang out with his other friends.
Well, there was the night
Yeah.
that I thought we were all
I remember
hanging
that.
out in the lobby and getting pizza, and then you guys were going somewhere. And I misunderstood, and I'm not saying that anybody, probably on my end, I totally misunderstood what was going on. And so then I had to recap, and I don't know, I ended up going out with Len. And
Matt
which
and
was fun.
Steve would not be the two guys that I would say probably had enjoyed the nighttime experience as much as other people.
True.
But Steve would disagree and say, I slept like a baby, so I felt great.
Yeah.
I powered through the hangover.
Well, when I'm social all day, it taxes me. Other people, it doesn't do that too.
Are you social
I
all
would
day, though?
love to find the
When I-
person that said Steve was social all day.
You kind of sit there and just smile and like, go, yeah, dude.
No, I get it, dude.
Like,
You're trying to sell.
When I'm
you're-
at LegionsCon,
you're selling-
I talk to tons of people.
and
that
you're
were coming out.
selling your heads, and I totally get that. I understand what you're saying.
It tires me right the hell out. By
Yeah.
the time it's done, I'm like, I want to go quiet, someplace quiet, and eat with a few friends, and then I need to relax. I need to recharge, and that's how I work. And I know that's different because I'm more of an introvert, and you guys are more extrovert.
But it is also it's a handful. Like
I have FOMO. I have fear of missing out, man. Like, I'm there for a vacation or, an experience. And if I go to bed early, like a, responsible person or anything like that, I feel like I'm missing out on something.
yeah.
Like the fact that I didn't see, Len all fucked up or something. Like, why did I miss that? I should have seen that,
That's the same way I have. I don't have FOMO, but I want to. For one, I don't sleep like I can go till 2 a.m, and then you know what time I woke up this morning? 5 o'clock.
Yikes.
5 o'clock. And I thought to myself, well, the guys are coming over at 8:30. I guess I'll lay in here in bed for a while. And then I'm like, oh, I guess I just need to go shovel the neighborhood. You know, I mean, because I was up.
Yeah.
I couldn't go back to sleep.
That's what you do when you're up? I'm like, oh, how can I not go outside? But still have, an experience.
But I'm more like Travis in the fact that I'm an early riser,
Yeah.
but I don't stay up late typically.
I just don't sleep.
I can't. I've never been that kid.
Yeah.
I was the kid that went to the sleepover and crashed out at 1 o'clock, and everybody else stayed up till 5 in the morning.
When you say crashed out, what do you mean, Steve? What did you do with
was-
the sleepover?
Well, before I had a vehicle, I was sleeping in a corner somewhere away from everybody, and hopefully not being disturbed. And then as soon as I got a vehicle, I would jump in my car and go home, and then come back in the morning.
Super chat from Curtis says, meanwhile, Travis was being good all weekend at LegionsCon while power bombs were occurring next door.
Will White was definitely the champion of LegionsCon. I had a ton of fun at LegionsCon. I do remember Kyle saying to me at one point, hey, buddy, he handed me a drink and he goes, people want fun, Trav, here. Okay.
We all need a Kyle in our lives.
We do need Kyle. Whereas I was like, yeah, except for I'm going back to my room with my wife and my kid, but it was still a great experience. Super
Is that
fun.
going to be this year too, you think? Wife, kid?
So,
I know Kane's showing interest.
So the weird thing is, Heidi struggled at PowerCon. Now, one, she started her period, which of course for a female.
Yuck. Oh, what a fucking excuse. Live life. You're fucking 40-some years old. You haven't been through this freaking every month of your fucking life since you've been 12 or whatever? She's like, oh, it's my excuse.
She never used it as an excuse.
Oh, my God. I hate this shit. We give so much leeway about this shit. Oh, hormones are fucking out of whack. But when I'm horny, oh, you fucking dog. No, ain't that my hormones out of whack? Ain't my hormones telling me that I need some pussy? How come I don't get any leeway? You can be a bitch, but I can't be horny. I'm so sick of this double standard bullshit.
I just had that conversation yesterday. Heidi struggled with how the amount of attention we received.
Shot it at Steve.
What was that?
Did you feel like, and we obviously without a doubt can thank the Horsemen for this, did you feel a little bit like a star at LegionsCon?
Oh, yeah.
Look at him. He let it go to his fucking head. Motherfucker's gonna have a cape and a crown next weekend.
Jerry Lawler.
And pink eye.
I'm glad I got these because I think I got splatter on my glasses when you farted. Protecting me.
Oh.
Where are you going, Travie?
I gotta go pee.
He quit.
Did you tinkle a little?
I gotta tinkle.
You can see, you're gonna be able to see the wet spot on the video now.
What are we talking about?
I don't know. Sorry for shitting on you.
Oh.
Yeah. Butt mic. Yeah, that was a butt mic. I just stand up and I use it. That'll be good. Greg, I'm going through some of these comments here. Steve also ignores people. I've seen him walk away from handshakes. Is this a thing?
Who says it?
Greg.
Greg. Big Greg?
Yeah.
I don't remember doing that. But I could
It
do.
wasn't significant enough to remember, probably.
I don't remember doing that. No, but maybe I. You guys can know this about me. I mean, Travis, I can be pretty aloof. Like not know what's going on and missing things, and I would never argue with somebody when somebody would say, "Yeah, you ignored me here because I probably was in my own head
I probably did.
and I didn't see you." I don't think I'd intentionally.
Oh,
do
Greg says not his handshakes, but other people. So, well, you know, Steve's got a quality of
Travis,
person
keep
that he
that light
will
off.
touch.
On the
If
wall.
you don't hit that,
that. Did I do this to you,
certain
Greg?
level-
What's going on?
he says it wasn't him.
Too bright.
Who didn't I handshake?
I don't know.
Who haven't you handshake?
I don't know. Big Greg saying
Greg's saying he doesn't handshake.
somebody offered their hand and I didn't shake it, and I wouldn't know who he's talking about.
I
'Cause
guarantee that happened.
Greg says I give Steve hugs. He can't say no to me. Steve-O beg threw us some money, and he says that gets $5. Thank you, Jeremy.
Got more water.
No, you can have this.
No, I'll have that. Thanks, though. Oh. That's like a whole chunk of ice there. It's nice. Yeah, you're welcome, Steve-O. Thanks for the $5.
yeah, I appreciate it.
Wait a second. Did I just start a business? Jeremy OnlyFans? I eat 2 bowls of fucking Raisin Bran and go to town. Man, if you guys want to support me, I'm on it. I'll make $20 a day. Did Travis just quit the show again?
I don't know what he's doing.
Well, all right. So,
I guess we're done with all that.
I guess that's over with.
We've got, yeah. All right. So what else we got for toy news? Anything?
Oh, we got lots of stuff for toy news. Let's get Codaloo.
Yeah, 1 second.
Toy news. Ooh, what's this?
Yeah, look at this. So,
Who makes it?
this is the Loyal Subjects Best Action line. They're the ones I'm actively avoiding purchasing, but every time I see one, I go, God damn it, those look good. This is the Krang figure for those
Sure.
of you who aren't watching. It's his android body. You can crack her open in the middle and take out the Krang and put in the Krang figure.
Very similar to the NECA version.
Very similar, smaller.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yes. Although it is what they call like an extra large size. So I don't. There's a picture with him with the turtles. Those things load fucked up. Sorry, man.
Oh, so it's to scale.
Yeah. So it's pretty much to scale. So it's not like it's. I think those figures are 5.5, 6 inches, 6 inches somewhere in there.
Sorry. So it's pretty large.
So yeah, it's pretty good. Lots of articulation on this guy. Comes with couple of different hands, like some accessories you can pop and swap in his hand placements, a drill and some guns, an axe and a sword. This line is just shaping up to be really cool. There was a Casey Jones recently released. The Shredder looks great. Bebop and Rocksteady. The turtles are the only thing that are a little off for me, but still, I can't get them. I can't go down that road because that's just. I need to draw a line. God damn it! But these are pretty good looking. So, yeah, there you go. Krang, best action. There's a Top G shot. Next,
Yeah, sorry, I messed up.
it's all right. We have Yondu for the Guardians of the Galaxy Marvel Legends figures. This is comic Yondu, so looks a little different than your movie version, doesn't it?
Comic Yondu's pretty cool.
He is pretty cool. That giant fin on his nugget. Travis owns 2 of these. No, he doesn't. He's not getting them.
I do love that Yondu, but I don't. I will not be purchasing that unless I find it on clearance.
$24.99, sold exclusively through Target.
I guess I will not find it at all. Then.
Pre-orders for him should go live later in spring of 2023. He's got dumb boots. I don't like his boots.
No.
No.
The only reason I buy this is if I am trying to do the original Guardians of the Galaxy comic shelf, and that while I enjoyed that comic, I don't need that.
Okay.
I will say though that I think it's a cool figure.
It looks fun.
So I went to Walmart. Was it maybe the day before yesterday? And there was a Black Panther figure box, but when you pick it up, it was super light. So looks like things are getting easy to rip off. Get rid of that. Those are plasticless, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. So. Oh, I picked up what you put down there.
Yeah.
You're pretty good, you.
Sometimes.
Next, we have a Gargoyles Ultimate Steel Clan Robot 7-inch scale action figure coming in June of 2023 at $38. We have this sweet metal-looking gargoyle. Steve, are you still collecting this line?
No.
No.
I love it though.
Did you get rid of stuff or
No.
No. Okay.
No, I kept Bronx and Goliath. They're there, and then I have Demona. However, she won't stand, so she's in a box somewhere.
Gotcha.
You don't have her hanging?
No. I just the room thing with these guys, I love them. I actually saw Hudson at the store, and I could have bought him, and he's a really, really cool figure, and I passed. I'm like, yeah, I gotta cut it. I gotta cut it off.
Yeah, this guy's pretty sweet though. Got the little jet pack and the fire feet and cool guns that come out of his wrists and shit. I don't know. I kind of dig this guy, man.
You like that better than any of the other ones?
I don't know better, but I definitely enjoy it. That's for sure. I'm not big on the Gargoyles stuff.
Did you watch it?
I did, but I don't remember any of it.
Okay, so it didn't touch you enough.
Yeah, it was. It was like it was late mornings, and I was always running late for school and stuff. But sometimes I'd sit down and catch a little bit. But yeah, pretty cool. $38. Go buy him or don't. No skin off of my elbows.
Oh.
Here we have the Universal Monsters Ultimate Bride of Frankenstein color version, not the black and white version. 7-inch scale action figure. Coming in June of 2023 at $35. You can now get the bride.
She looks good.
Yeah, she looks pretty good. Comes with a few different things. Of course, the big cloaky thing on her, which it seems, I don't know, it's pretty big.
Do you feel like the Universal monsters are slowly, I would say, disappearing from the
collective, maybe?
Yeah, like the mindset of collectors and
maybe. I mean, just in general popularity too, as you know, like there really aren't monster movies like that. They attempted that one.
They
with Tom
tried,
Cruise or
yeah.
whatever, but yeah,
Cool.
I mean, unless you're like a classic horror person, these probably aren't even on your radar.
Cody, you're in your 20s. Do the Universal monsters mean anything to you?
Mm-mm. No.
We can't make movies like that anymore.
How come?
Well, what's the typical formula? Monster chases girl, girl screams, blah, blah, blah. Now it's monster chases girl, girl kicks his ass, and we're done.
Steve, I understand what you're saying from a standpoint, but there still is those kind of movies out there,
Yeah,
though.
they're few and far between, though. I think they're getting...
I don't think they get the same publicity, but I certainly am still watching movies and TV shows that I would say still fit that norm. But Universal Monsters are
They're hanging on. I mean, they keep putting out figures and stuff, and of course the turtle crossover thing, and like they're trying to keep it in the the public eye. But
who is your Dracula? Time out. You two think about it. Cody, who's your Dracula? When you think of Dracula, what do you envision?
I don't even know.
You don't have one, do you?
I don't know.
You don't really have one.
I think like my brain instantly goes to the classic like Bela Lugosi.
Yep, because of
version.
our age.
Yeah.
We grew up watching on Saturdays or Sundays, whatever USA would put out, like the Elvira episodes or whatever.
Or even when like Dracula is referenced in anything else, be it cartoons or whatever, it's always like that design.
Yeah.
It's kind of like your classic go-to, widow's peaky, design. Like that's,
but I don't feel like that design is what's being used anymore.
No, I think they're branching out and making them look a little cooler. Obviously, Castlevania, for example, them doing their version of Dracula in there, like, long hair, goateed, suave as hell.
I bet if you looked on Netflix right now, what comes up is going to be the was it Luke? God, what's that guy's name?
Yeah, that played Gaston.
That played Gaston. Yeah, that Dracula movie is probably what'll come up real quick. I will say this Dracula, while the first episode Cody brought up the Netflix Dracula, the first episode was amazing.
They'd have done a whole series of him in that time frame.
Yes.
It was so good.
So good.
I didn't even see that.
Oh.
Crazy.
Jeremy, you and Laura need to sit down and watch that series. It's only 3 episodes.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, I love it, and I'll just tell you this much. I love it, and they turned...
This is mine.
Fucking Adam Sandler.
And they turned Van Helsing into a girl, and I still like it.
Dang.
Oh, yeah. They did a great job with that series. I did not like how it ended when it moved to present time.
Oh, it was a train wreck.
No, but that first episode, or first 2 episodes or whatever it was.
Just the first episode.
Was it just one? Oh, God. It
Been a
was
while.
so good.
But, yeah, super cool.
Count Duckula.
That's
a good version.
Actually, if I asked my kid, if we brought Kane in here right now, he's 17 years old, and we said to him, hey, what does Frankenstein look like? I don't know if he could describe Frankenstein, and this kid's favorite genre of movies is horror.
I guess we don't do monsters anymore. We need to. It'll come back.
I don't think it's going to come back in that form, though.
Just watch Monster Squad. You'll be fine.
Oh, God, I loved Monster Squad.
So good.
So good. I don't know if it still holds up, but God, when
I watched it a few years ago.
Yeah.
It might be better. It's pretty funny.
Were you inebriated?
Always.
Why do you guys just want to like rehash old stuff though constantly?
I actually don't. I do like that Dracula with your boy from Gaston. I loved that movie.
It was a good movie.
I like new, like if someone said to me, hey, what vampire movie should I watch? I would literally say Underworld. Like,
I'd say like Interview with the Vampire. I don't even know if that's the best one, but it's really easily accessible.
Interview with the Vampire was beautiful.
And the vampires are sexy.
They're sexy, but also scary.
Yeah.
But I still, like, to me, and I obviously, because Underworld is like an action horror.
Yeah. Yeah.
So for me, that's the way my brain works. But I still would say the vampire or the werewolves in Underworld were some of the best werewolves I've ever seen on television.
The best one was Teen Wolf. Teen Wolf 2.
I want to answer Cody's question.
Yeah, and actually I wanted him
I'm
to
sorry,
clarify.
did Cody ask a question?
I wanted him to clarify. Do you mean like why do we keep going back to the same shit
Oh,
we've always loved? Or why do we not just move on and like new things? Or both? Or?
Like you want another Frankenstein movie? and then it comes out, and then you're like, oh, this doesn't tribute to the original, and you get pissed.
No, because they all have to change everything.
Yeah, I don't think I.
So you
So
wanted
here's
to
the
make
deal.
the exact same movie again.
No. Here's the deal.
No, I just watched
There-
the old one.
There are a lot.
Exactly. So it's like, but you're saying that we needed it back.
There are a lot of movies that were good movies, but they didn't have today's technology to make them really look good. Like the original old Frankenstein movie is pretty good, but it was made in like the 30s. And it's like nowadays we could finally see it looking badass, just like you could finally see He-Man's a good experience, a good thing. We've never gotten the pinnacle true to the original stuff with today's technology and today's film abilities. We've never gotten it yet, and we're already trying to change it. So basically, for people like me, you're going to skip it. Superman, Henry Cavill, I think, is a fantastic Superman, but he never got a great, fantastic Superman movie. They could have had it. They had everything. I think they had the perfect Superman. They have the technology. They could put it together and give us the pinnacle Superman story, but nope. We got to change it. We got to do some weird stuff. We got to go straight to Batman, screw it up, make it subpar, and then say, nah, we're not going to use him anymore. We just missed out again. So it's like, I feel like I'm living in this world where they can finally give me a He-Man that is awesome, but they're not going to because they're going to change it, and he's going to have blue tattoos or something weird on him, and it's going to be like, okay, well, I didn't get, it's unrecognizable to what I wanted, but now they got the technology to do it. If they gave me that perfect He-Man, or that close to perfect He-Man, and then they wanted to change him and make him stupid after that, go ahead. At least I got it. But there's a lot of things we haven't realized, in my opinion. We haven't realized in, like Spider-Man. I think probably, in my opinion, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man is probably the closest to the comic books. Even though it has some tweaks. It has weird things.
Closest to our comic books.
Yes, our generation. It's the root story. It's closest to the root story where Spider-Man came from. We got that. And so I'm almost kind of happy because at least we got that.
And I know that going back and watching it now, it's aged a little bit. But
Still pretty good.
When we watched it originally, Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man was a beautiful movie.
I mean, I got that the sequel for like Christmas, and I watched that bitch over and over, and then I'd watch with the director commentary, and I did just because it was so good. It was like,
I was disappointed in number 3 for the exact reasons that most people were.
Including the director.
Yes, I loved Venom, and you could definitely tell that it was that was
Shoved
a
in.
shoehorned incident, kind of like Shuri. I felt like not Shuri. Ironheart was in the latest Black Panther, where I was like, you guys, I understand what you were doing here, but it feels so forced. I get what Cody's saying, and I am actually I want new stuff. Like going and watching anime now, I'm experiencing like new and it's anime. It's a different, obviously. But I agree. I would like a fresh take, and that's why Interview with a Vampire, and somebody in the chat said, and it was Eduardo said Lost Boys for a vampire movie to recognize.
You know what? Right here, Laura just texted me, and she said Interview with a Vampire and Lost Boys.
Yeah, those are two of the best
Says
vampire movies out
nothing
there.
will ever top the original Frankenstein or Dracula. They can give us cool new versions, but the original black and white will never be topped in her world.
Yeah.
So.
But like, going back because I think He-Man's the best example. Is the '87 movie the pinnacle movie we want from He-Man?
No.
No.
It wasn't even the pinnacle.
We've never gotten the pinnacle movie.
Right.
So if they give me a He-Man that is bald and is whatever, and they switch him up and they do all this stuff and nothing's recognizable, it's like, then call it something else and I won't care. But I still haven't gotten a good He-Man movie.
Right.
So that's why G.I. Joe is another one. We have not gotten a good G.I. Joe movie.
Besides Marvel Studios, what has ever really given... And don't get me wrong, I know Marvel Studios has had missteps as well. I'm not saying they're perfect by any means. But
their track record's pretty good.
their track record is pretty
In
good.
the early days.
Where have we gotten a retread of property that really did what it should have done?
We haven't, and that's why I'm always complaining.
DC is
Even the Star Wars sequels, that's not even a retread. That's a continuation. But they didn't give us. They were a letdown. They were
huge letdown.
They were, yeah. So it's like, I'm living in this world that's like, why can't we just get it? It's all there. We've got the technology. We've got the people. We've got everything.
With that said, I am not saying that my opinion of what a Star Wars movie should be is the correct way. I'm what one of the things I loved about Marvel Studios, I read all these motherfucking comics. Okay? I sat there, I read all of these comics. Those movies came out, and I didn't care that they didn't follow directly with the comic. They told their own story, but they told it masterfully.
Yeah, they did a good job in the early days.
I feel like they really just keep effing up a lot of
Everything.
stuff.
The first Ninja Turtle movie.
That's a good movie.
Fantastic.
Yep.
It follows the comics. It throws in elements of the cartoon. Did a little bit of its own thing. Perfectly contained movie. Should have left it there. Granted, as a kid, I liked the sequel, but like looking at it now, I mean, it is tonally and even visually completely different. And every movie since then has just gone downhill.
Yeah, the first one was like a legit movie. The second one was like, all right, we're making this for preschoolers.
Right.
You know, it just changed. It's kind of like the first Conan versus the second Conan. I like them both, but if you watch Conan the Destroyer, it's totally campier than the first
Oh
Conan.
yeah, it's totally campy.
It's hard to nail a sequel.
It's so funny because we sit here and we have these opinions and everything. I feel like if when someone, I understand when someone is a director, producer, whatever they are, they want to put their own spin on something.
Sure.
Like I get it, okay? And don't get me wrong, when we're looking at toy forums and people are complaining about the NECA Turtles or they're complaining about Mythic Legions and they wish they would have done this or they wish they would have done that, I totally understand that. I understand, though, that the person creating it is an artist and they have a vision for what they want.
Then make their own thing.
Right, yeah, I was going to say,
Then use your artistic talent and make your own thing that's brand new.
So you want to see the exact same thing?
No. I'm telling you, I never got to see a good G.I. Joe movie. I got to see a stupid movie where they were running around in robotic suits called accelerator suits. Ripcord was a black guy. It wasn't what I wanted to see come to life. I wanted my toys coming to life. I don't like the way Duke, they cast the wrong actors, everything else. I want to see that at least just once. Just give me, I never got it in the first place, is what I'm saying.
Okay, but we're talking about Frankenstein.
Okay, yeah.
There's a Frankenstein movie.
There is. It's old as shit. Black and white.
Unless you watch the Mary Shelleys from the early 90s.
Which
I've
was that
never
bad?
seen those. Is that the thing? Is that what I should watch? Is that the cool?
That's De Niro.
It's not that old movie by any means. He doesn't look anything like that. But the story's a lot more serious, a little more mature, gross in some cases.
Yeah.
It's pretty damn good. So
Do you remember the Wolfman? The Benicio del Toro was the wolf, was the werewolf. Do you remember that one?
I remember it, but I never saw it.
Okay.
See, in my honest opinion, I think the world should work like this. Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. In the year that dropped, it was amazing. We all looked at it, and there were still some quirks. I thought that the Green Goblin suit was a little weird. It should have just been a little more true, but I'm not going to get hooked up on that. For the most part, that was a slam dunk. In 40 years, what? In 40 years, we should be able to do it again and do it better. With dazzling special effects and make it even look way cooler and amp everything up, amp the fights up, and it's time to do it again. When the technology makes a big enough leap, you do it again. The problem is when you do it again and you make it unrecognizable to what it was in the first place, no one cares anymore.
It's true. You know,
I don't want to just see a Spider. Just to answer, also shut up. I don't want to see a Spider-Man movie of the same movie every 3 years. If that's what you're asking.
Yeah.
No. Without a doubt.
well, it's like when they, you know, I'll go back to Turtles when they redid Turtles in 2014. You know, the technology was there to do this amazing thing, and instead they used it to make it damn near unrecognizable and change it up. It's like you have a winning formula, like fucking nail that formula. Just do it in a better way, I guess. Like, I don't know. I mean, I get wanting to change things up and putting your stamp on shit, but like in that example, you know, you have these Ninja Turtles are supposed to be like 4 feet tall, and here they are like 8 feet tall, and they're, you know,
they're
hulking
jumping around and it makes noise when they land, and they're bulletproof now, and it's like, what?
They were gonna make Shredder a white dude, and then people fucking caught on to that pretty quick and got pissed. So then they shoehorned a couple of reshoots, put some scenes in there, and oh look, no wait, there's an Asian guy in the shadows. Just put him in a completely fucking robotic suit, and that'll take care of that. And
Cody, as a 30-year-old dude, like, what do you want from movies? What are you looking for from entertainment?
I mean, it goes against like what everyone is saying, but like for like right now, The Last of Us is copying the video game same exact scene, wearing the same shirts, same like shot, and like I played that game like 4 times, so I don't really want to just watch the exact same thing. So I like the change. So.
And it doesn't have to be drastic, right? Just something to keep you interested.
You want that core of what you love about it, but you don't, you know, and they have, I guess I watched some behind the scenes stuff for that show, like where they changed like the way the fungus works and stuff like that compared to the games, and it was stuff that like they changed that made it better for a
show,
which I totally get behind all of that stuff. But like, maybe I don't know.Maybe we're like unpleasable now, because you can give us something that's exactly like the thing we want, and then we bitch and go, but it's just the same. But then if they do something the other way, you're like, that's way too fucking different. Like there's no, we're not finding like a middle ground.
I would think that they could stick to the same. I don't know, because I haven't watched more than the first 5 minutes of it when I saw that they're blaming it on global warming now, and I'm like, oh, there's my political message I got rammed down my throat the first freaking 5 minutes of it. But
is that political? Global warming?
Political.
Okay.
It's a total political.
I don't know if it's political.
There's all kinds of people making money for and against global warming. What do you think the fight is about? I'm not going to get into politics on this show. That's not what we're doing. Some people, but in my opinion, some people are.
But it's happening, right?
Some people.
You agree it's happening?
Climate change is happening. Sure.
Okay, there we go. That's all I needed.
Did we cause it? I don't know. I don't know. Just too many different opinions.
You identify it. Nope.
Anyways,
I'm just kidding.
my point is, what the hell was my point? Oh, I would think that when something gets fleshed out enough, even though it's following the video game, it seems like they could stretch it out and add more story to it, stuff you've never seen, and more.
Yeah, I think that's what's gonna happen.
So for me, that would be satisfying to me. There's only 2 episodes out right now, right?
Yeah, one comes out today.
Okay.
A third came out today?
It's going to, yeah. Like
oh,
8.
okay. Sweet. We just watched the 2 last night, so.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
What'd you think?
Well,
What'd you think?
I think it could go somewhere good. It honestly felt like a video game to me.
Yeah.
Like when they walked into that, and I've never played the game, so.
Kind of good, isn't it?
When they walked into that building and like there's water like
up
to their knees and shit, I'm like, and the girls walking around and checking, I'm like, that's totally what I would do in the game. Like that's got to be straight from the game.
Yeah.
So
it looks really good.
There's some elements of that show that I really really like. Mainly the creatures and the idea of like the end of the world and all that type of stuff. I like those things, but some of the atmosphere, I guess, just like the set pieces and stuff aren't really nailing me yet, and I don't really dig the chick. And but we'll see where it goes.
When you say the chick, you mean the main character?
No.
The girl, well, she's ugly, but I mean, but other than that, you know, whatever. She's a rambunctious teen who swears. I don't want her to be. I'm not saying I want her to be hot, but like you're giving me a visual, and I got to look at this person the entire time, and she's just ugly. Like I don't want to look at ugly people. I look at them in real life all the time. So,
do you feel like that is a Hollywood thing where we were trying to make people look, or trying to use more normal looking people?
I mean, I see them doing it, but overall, people still want to look at hot people.
Yes, absolutely.
They even make us ugly people look hotter, you know.
Yeah.
I gotta pee.
Is that horrible? Is that like a horrible human trait, though?
No.
That we literally want to see
The best.
the best?
Yes.
I'm ugly, and I want to see the prettiest people. You know what
Yes.
I mean? I'm sick of mediocrity.
There was this weird thing of I shouldn't say weird, like trying to normalize. Okay, like
She's ugly. She looks like she started to have Down syndrome. I just fucking gave up on her.
I feel like it is one of those things when I watch a show, I would prefer to watch something that is pretty people.
Yeah.
Does that make me a horrible person?
No, it makes you human. It makes you human. Why do I want to see? If I want to see real life, then I'll see real life. I'll walk around real world and look at ugly people. But I don't want to see that. I want to see the cool stuff. Why do you think it? What? I mean, I have a hard time watching Rocky 1. It's a great story. That's probably the best story in the whole thing. But you see what Stallone looks like in it? He's not even very muscular.
Yeah.
But in Rocky 4, he's ridiculously shredded. And I'm like, yeah!
I imagine it's been a long time since you watched X-Men 1. But do you remember what Hugh Jackman looked like then?
Yeah, he wasn't jacked.
He wasn't.
He had a ridiculously short time to get in shape for that, if I remember right. And
Yeah, 'cause he
he's
was
standing there in the
Late casting, right?
late casting. He's standing there in the cage with his and he's got his shirt off. And I so love him better with all being all veiny and jacked up on anabolic drugs and whatever you got to shove in him to get him looking jacked.
I imagine Jeremy's been watching it, and I'm not trying to derail this podcast by any means, but I know that we have never had a legitimate goal with this podcast anyway. So
I find it funny that you were on a show and I was watching you. And you were complaining about our schedule, and I'm like, if I was there, I'd be like, when do we follow the fucking schedules, Travis? I really don't like it that we've just we've gotten into this routine. No, we haven't.
But you know how I am. Like, I don't want to do toy news anymore.
This is toy news.
Yeah, what are we doing now?
Just a little side. Just a little side. What? Now, what were you
The
saying?
movies that made us.
Okay.
Jeremy, have you been watching this?
I think I'm caught up on that.
See, that's to me, literally when I'm sitting there watching it one night, I'm like, I guarantee Jeremy has watched this. It doesn't surprise me if you've watched a lot of this either, the movies that made us.
I haven't watched them all. I've watched a few.
The movies that you're interested in, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I went through and watched all of them.
Okay, which I understand.
Even like Dirty Dancing.
I understand that too. I would not do that. Watching that, though, has been super fun. Like, it's and don't get me wrong, I only watch the ones I loved. Aliens, RoboCop. And by the way, if you're not watching that, if there's one that you love, you should fucking watch it.
Definitely.
For sure.
There's so much stuff you learn about those movies.
And it's not, it's weird because it's not about the movie.
Right.
It's about the making of the movie,
yep.
right? Cody, have you watched any of those?
No, I wasn't listening. Sorry.
The
Movies that made us?
the movies that made us on Netflix.
No.
Okay, Cody hasn't watched any of them, so there's your example of what a 30-year-old, they don't fuck that, I don't give a shit. Which I also understand.
Let's
But
say, to be fair, I think they're catering to us anyway.
I was gonna say, if there was one of Avatar or something like that, Jeremy or Cody would be like, "Yeah, I'm in." Iron Man, and I got to
Hotel
imagine.
Transylvania.
I got to imagine the next season will probably pull in a few of those. But as I've been sitting there watching that, it's this kind of eye-opening experience, right? It's just a entertaining, super fun show.
Mm-hmm.
And I look back on some of those movies, and I'm like, man, they're freaking awesome. I don't want them ever to remake them.
Right.
I don't want them to.
Yeah.
Because there's certain Aliens is, and don't get me wrong, I know there's been Aliens, blah 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 blah, but is there? Aliens was a perfect movie, wasn't it?
It was a good movie.
For its, yeah.
I mean,
why not?
they could do the special effects obviously better now.
But would you say that they could make a Aliens was an amazing movie?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Home Alone? Well, I didn't watch the Home Alone episode.
Home
Was
Alone
that a
was
great
good.
movie?
Yeah.
You're not looking for Home Alone, a repeat of Home Alone, repeat.
No, they've actually tried to do that, and they fucking ruined it.
Right.
Well, they didn't ruin the past one. They just made a shit movie. Now, granted, I didn't watch the new Home Alone. They put one out like this past season.
Okay. New kid and everything, or
New kid, yeah, everything. Different story, but like kind of same premise, sort of. No, not really.
yeah.
But it just terrible. All the reviews I saw, they like went through, and so I feel like I've watched it.
Yeah.
Where they're just like, sure, there's the premise of the kid being home alone and the people like breaking into the house and stuff to get stuff, but like it's just worlds apart. So, where the old one, you had these two funny dudes, and I talked shit about Home Alone for a lot of years just because it felt like a kiddie movie or whatever.
Yeah.
But watching it now, it's still hilarious. Like
Yeah.
there's some really good scenes in those movies, both of them really, and it's mainly the Harry and Marv characters. Those guys are freaking funny. So
Yeah.
I feel like your eyes glossed over about
They
halfway
definitely
through
glossed
that.
over because I was not a Home Alone fan, and I didn't watch that one. But I also get this whole concept of this weird recreating. How do we go back and bring Frankenstein to the next generation?
You don't, because then it comes out and you guys bitch about it no matter what.
When they cast some guy
true.
they'll cast Frankenstein and he'll be 4'3", and you'll be like, what do they do that for?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But we're a very troubled generation.
Not
Cody.
troubled. We never got it.
We
got skipped over.
But the stuff that we did get and that we hold dear to our hearts, like we don't want them to fuck with that. And maybe it's because we didn't get some things that we love so much in that form.
Steve, I know there's things about the latest the Kevin Smith He-Man that you didn't like.
Yep.
But that cartoon was still actually pretty fucking amazing, right?
There were definitely elements about it that were awesome.
Yes. And I understand not liking certain... No, I don't think there's anything that is ever going to come out that's completely going to make you happy.
No.
There's too big. The fan bases are too large.
Yes.
And the opinions vary too much. We like all of our properties for different reasons. Me and Steve fucking love He-Man, but we may love it for different reasons.
Yeah.
And obviously we have, different favorite characters and stuff like that. It's like, so if they made a movie with, Fisto in 90% of it, Steve might be like, fuck yeah, but I might be like,
Why?
it'd be pretty sweet if you had fucking Modulok in there instead, or Spike or something,
Yeah.
I don't know about Fisto, but I sure would like my He-Man to have He-Man in it 90% of it.
And I totally understand what you're saying. Like I said, like that cartoon was, but me personally, I fucking loved it.
Well, what was unfortunate about it is they, at least at the time, only thought they were going to have one season of it. So they're like, well, let's tell a story that's never been told.
Yeah.
Instead of what the fans really wanted was, let's get a new series with all of these versions of these characters.
And they wanted to keep going. And
Right.
Yeah.
And because
Revelation was beautiful, though.
I thought, absolutely.
Yes.
And me, when they showed those flashbacks of the, the fights back in the day or whatever, like, being on the ship with King Randor and all that stuff, like, those things were really cool. And then they flash forward to the future where it's all like, the Masters have been defeated and all this type of shit. And it's like, it's not the story, I guess, that everybody wants, because, we want what we know.
Yeah.
But I get why they did it. It just sucks because it totally divided fans.
I actually, in today's day and age, I don't want a He-Man live action movie. I don't think
As much as
It's gonna suck.
right, as much as I go, oh man, look at those original comics, or look at the original toys, and like just take those and put them on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
I would be happy with that. But maybe there's like 37 of us in the world that would be happy with that.
Yeah.
We'll never know because there's no way they'll ever give it to us.
Well, yeah, and they won't give it to us because the risk
Yeah.
is
they're gonna look
greater
at it
than
and they're
the
gonna
reward.
go, He-Man. Okay, so how do we make Tila the best? We need to make her a giant part of this, and she always is a giant part. But we need to, they're just gonna balance it wrong. They're gonna balance it wrong from what we originally loved.
In your perception.
Well, and had they put out
If you
something,
love the original,
No,
then
Steve,
why would you
listen,
want any different?
I am not saying there's anything wrong with your perception.
because the original.
No,
already
I'm saying
exists.
I'm right. And even freaking he knows
Oh,
it.
shit.
See, he pointed at me and said, "You're right."
What the fuck was that?
Like that was Beast falling off his hand or something. Was it Beast up there?
God, I love that beast up there.
That's
I don't
pretty
remember
cool.
who posed it, but somebody posed him so well.
Well,
Not anymore.
not anymore.
If you have toys, if you have a toy collection, you have experienced this.
Yes.
The shelf diving of toys.
Oh, it's always worse when they break.
You should read Maverick's comment.
The most recent. Oh
More
no.
above that.
Where are we at?
Could you please highlight that for us, producer Cody? God dang it! I literally just headbutted my mic.
Head bunted.
What'd you say?
Just read the damn.
Also, if anyone is curious, they're at about 470 episodes today, and today is the
418th episode recorded.
Yeah.
Oh,
We talked about this on the
because
last
one didn't
episode.
get recorded. What about? There was also a lost episode though.
Now,
Does that one factor in?
Maverick messaged me about this, and he did a
Specifically
rough.
about that?
Yes.
Okay.
Because on the last episode, Jeremy, you and I might not remember this. We talked about how many episodes we've actually done, and Maverick did a little bit of research
Yeah.
on this.
That doesn't surprise me. It's crazy. It's insane.
Low ball is 834 hours.
Damn. How many hours am I featured?
He's gonna know that.
Hey, he's gonna fucking do it. Do it right.
Like feature.
I want to know how many words I fucking said.
It's over a month of just sitting in the podcast room.
We're dumb.
It smells like eggs in here. And it could be farts.
I
We're
will
not sure.
say, just like I've always said, the getting together and talking is really what I love about this. Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Now, Cody might disagree because he's like, you guys started Toy News and it's been a half an hour. And
Do we have any more toy news?
we have, there's only like 70
Yeah.
pictures.
What? We gotta get moving.
Go to the next one.
I don't want to get moving.
Well, we were talking about.
I got a headache.
We were talking about.
Do you need some aspirin?
Take the sunglasses off.
It's all these bright lights.
So that we were talking about the Bride of Frankenstein, and now we're talking about Dracula, which we actually did talk about Dracula, but this is the Universal Monsters Ultimate Dracula Carfax Abbey black and white version, 7-inch scale action figure, coming in March of 2023 for $35.
Pretty cool.
This is like this is the one I'm talking about. Like this is the Dracula that I think of when I think of Dracula.
I'd like to see it not black and white.
They usually
Yeah,
do both
they do,
versions.
yep.
They'll do a color version too.
No, I'm saying
Yep.
like of the photo. Like the photo is black and white.
Oh, you'd like to see it against. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Or do they
Yeah.
just have gray background?
Oh, I don't know.
No, it's black and white photo.
Cody
Kind of
says.
looks like it.
I believe Cody.
There we go.
He knows everything.
Yeah, Cody does know everything. I'm not gonna argue. I don't know. I think it looks fucking cool, man. I don't collect these. Laura does, but she'll probably want the color version. So
I grab them and I've been grabbing the color versions.
You have been.
Yeah.
Really?
They're at my work. They're at my work shelf. and I pose them so they're all doing the Thriller dance.
Yes, that's right. We were talking about that at Tulip City last year.
They're all doing like.
While I enjoy these, I have no desire to have these as action figures. Zero.
They're fun.
They're so limited. Like there's only like a handful of them. So if you're gonna get them, they're just a little corner in your little collection there. I won't be getting them.
I really have no desire on those, and I do like. I remember liking those movies. I would never go back and rewatch them though.
I see, and I had never watched them.
Mm-hmm.
So I just in recent years have finally sat down and started watching some of them, and they're pretty good for what they are.
No. They did a good job.
Some of the writing, like how quick they go from one thing to another, and just like there's some flaws, but I mean overall they're still pretty entertaining.
Do you feel like you're a snob when it comes to writing of shows? Steve, come on. Do you feel like you're a snob though?
Just in any show in particular?
Anything you're watching. Do you watch a show and literally sit there and go, why the fuck did they just have that conversation?
No, not usually.
Never? You just sit back and enjoy it?
For the most part, it's entertainment. So, yeah, I'm just going to sit back and see what they got. I may not like what they gave me 100%, but I mean...
I'm watching Vinland Saga. I really enjoy it. It's about Vikings. Mm-hmm. Every once in a while, me and my kid we watch it together. I will look at him and we'll go like, that was really dumb.
Yeah. Yep. Some of the newer Marvel stuff, although I have watched everything, I still will sit through some of it and go, yep, the only reason why I'm sitting through this is because it fucking all leads to a bigger story.
Yeah. Yeah. You have to.
Yeah. But like that's kind of how I am. Like if I start something, I kind of want to finish it because usually I don't.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to.
Yeah.
So I attempt to. Next we have a Protector of Metropolis figure.
Interesting.
This is 5K Toys. Well, Muff Toys, I guess, but you can get it on 5K Toys. That confuses me. Maybe someone smart could
So this looks like a
spell it out for me.
like a Mezco type toy, right?
Yes,
Definitely.
Yep. Yep, it's Muff Toys, which is a fucking great name. 1/12 scale Clark Kent, Protector of Metropolis,
Is
Messenger
this
of
Mezco?
Justice, Call of Action.
Look at the way the 112 logo
Yeah.
is. Doesn't that look like the Mezco 112 logo?
And you can get Mezco stuff through 5K Toys, right?
Oh, maybe it's. I wonder what this is. This is weird.
Yeah. This is this figure is $86.99, but if you're going to pre-order it, you got to put down a deposit of $25, and your
not bad.
second payment will
I
be
love that.
$62.
Masculine, broad shoulders.
$62 for that figure is not bad at all.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
86,
Oh, 86.
87
buy it.
total.
Still
I
86.
think it's
$25 deposit, then your second payment is $62.
That's not bad at all.
It looks
No.
really good.
I was actually pretty thoroughly impressed by this
This is
figure.
pretty, this
This
is.
I don't even give a shit about Clark Kent or Superman, but goddamn it, this looks awesome. Like they really captured that
Look at the paper.
vintage, the Gotham paper and all this shit.
Is he smoking?
I don't know. There's like a smoke effect on the
Yeah,
corner of these
that's-
pictures.
Oh, okay. I
So it
see
must
I
just
see.
be
It's
their
on every
thing.
Picture,
Yeah,
or most every picture.
comes with a lot of stuff. Let's see if I can see that kind of, but it's on an angle.
That is a beautiful figure.
Yeah,
I would have that on my shelf.
Yeah,
Multiple
that would look good on
Especially
your Mezco shelf.
Ripping open his Superman.
Are you
this
gonna wear
shirt-
those sunglasses the whole podcast?
Why would? Why,
yeah. So far, I mean,
I don't see why you guys are hung up on
he's
this.
gonna take them off. He's gonna go outside and just be blinded.
I don't even want to wear my glasses on the whole
know.
time, and I need them.
Yeah, this figure looks really cool. Lots of stuff comes with his the hat, of course, his suit. It looks like you can make the tie look like it's flying.
Absolutely beautiful.
A newspaper, a briefcase.
Super sweet.
Very, very cool.
Man, I wonder how he has sex without killing someone.
Are you gonna buy it?
Absolutely not.
Not at all. Nope.
Lame.
But I would love to play with one. Why don't you get it? Then you can have.
Maybe I will.
Yeah, we'll have you come. You can show your toys off.
Did you order your Transformer statue yet?
No. I want to get that Lord of the Rings.
There's only one Lord of the Rings figure to get.
Is it a figure or is it a
How much
statue?
was that again?
I don't remember, but I don't know.
Yeah,
what
I
you're
can't
talking
remember.
Figure or statue?
His figure.
What does your toy collection look like?
Does he have one?
Yeah, do you
This
have
show's
one?
not about me. Stop asking questions.
Well, now we're curious, you know. We'll give you the mic. We want to know what you think.
Now that we got you on mic. Pops.
I got Hagnon.
Nice.
It's pretty good. Good choice.
A Hagnon pop. You got a Hagnon pop.
Can we go into my pictures now? Are you done?
I'm done.
Can we go into my pictures? Because I want to talk about
Cody.
Jesus.
Which?
What's too early to start with vodka?
It's Sunday. I don't drink a Sunday.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't drink on the Lord's
What's
Day.
too early?
what's too early? I can't judge that.
Steven.
What?
For
What's too
me,
early?
I can't.
I don't morning drink.
Yeah, I can't.
Ever?
I don't
Ever.
even afternoon
Rarely.
drink.
I mean, it'd have to be.
You
a
don't
special.
afternoon drink, you said?
I'm usually a night guy.
Yeah.
Why wait till night? I don't understand. Why wait?
Because
Because
when
I can handle life without being, tranquilized.
okay, I'm not a prude. What what I can't handle is not being able to function if I want to
Yeah.
during the day. At night is usually where I set aside my, all right, if I'm going to start getting drunk,
Now's the time.
I'm going to keep getting drunk. I'm going to get shit faced and then I'm going to pass out.
So like tequila sunrises, never in your. Okay.
No, if I get a buzz too early, then I just get tired.
Cody, how about you? What's too early?
Yeah, I don't drink before the afternoon.
It's only nighttime.
Yeah, usually.
You getting shit faced?
I'm not getting shit faced.
Oh, okay.
If I'm gonna
I'm
drink,
feeling pretty good right
if
now.
I'm going to drink, it's usually 7 or after.
The guy with sunglasses on.
I will agree with the top G on this one.
7 or after.
Yeah, I mean, I will start early, but that's reluctantly.
Yeah, I definitely have started earlier, but
A good time to start.
Gotcha. Moving on. So
If it's like a beach day, you're going out on the beach at noon. Yeah.
good to go.
I
Yeah.
can't see it drinking at the beach. Don't make sense to me.
Or on
Really?
the boat or something.
I'd be
Yeah.
asleep
Because
by
drinking
6.
dehydrates you. Everybody knows that. And you're
Yeah,
at the
but if
beach
you
with the
just
sun-
drink water or something like that, or V8,
I don't
Or-
like it.
or
Sun,
very,
I don't like
very
too much sun,
yeah.
and then being drunk too, it just zaps everything out of you. I don't know what Travis said. It was probably pretty good, huh? Get you in the replay.
I got a couple things I would like to discuss here.
Okay.
And nope, not that one. I want to start with that big picture right there. Boom.
What is that? Oh,
Dang.
Well, hello.
I gotta read this because this is just another example of how fun this podcast is. Jeremy Gerard posted in the Mythic Legions Cabal. Cody was once part of a traveling troupe of players, going from village to village throughout the realm to entertain and amuse willing audiences. Separated from his troop after an attack on the caravan, he now takes odd jobs as a sword for hire, and he searches for his friends as well as answers on who would have attacked them. One day he will find his companions, and one day he will get the answers he needs to take revenge on those who have wronged them.
Wow. That's crazy.
So he's the alpha.
Was there ever any question?
yeah, he thinks Heidi could kick his ass.
I'm going to set this up, okay? I'm going to set it up one night. I might sell tickets for it. It's going to be Cody versus Heidi.
Could we do it? I mean, if you did headgear,
Yep.
boxing gloves,
Yeah.
I don't see why we couldn't do it.
I would prefer more along the lines of like a Jello.
Foam.
Scratch both those. Baby oil.
I'm in.
Baby oil, Cody versus Heidi.
Well, it's probably. I would assume Cody's oiled up right now under his clothes.
Don't know what that means. but-
Cody, you in? Are you in, Cody?
Yep.
Cody, I think.
I just heard Cody's butthole pucker because I heard Heidi in the other room.
Oh,
Heidi's no fun.
she is something. All right, so Cody, how you feel about this?
No, that's very cool.
Isn't that super cool?
That's crazy.
Another great example of Jeremy Gerard, who we often tease for being LBC, which is Lazy Boy Customs. But when you look at something like this, this is not a Lazy Boy Custom.
Oh.
You're the one that said it was. You're the one who coined that phrase.
This is beautiful. I can only coin that phrase because of Joe Crazy Bill, who always...
So you're the one that called him
I
an
know,
LBC.
I did. Do you think that bothers him?
No.
Do you think LBC bothers
I think he's
him?
gotten past it.
I think he probably just likes hearing his name. Beautiful. Beautiful figure. And this guy is a perfect not diplomat, what's it? Representative of what Mythic Legions can be.
It's funny you say he just likes to hear his name. Did you hear the latest Legions cast episode, Trav?
I did, with Don.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, did you remember the part where Len was talking about LBC jumping up on the table and ripping the figure in half?
Yeah. During the Wolf King custom.
Yeah. So,
yep.
I get a text from Mr. Gerard, and he's about halfway through the episode, and his words were, "What the hell is your guys' problem?" If you guys have heard this episode, you understand why. Most people we've got positive feedback from, but every once in a while you get that one.
You get the one.
Then he must have continued to hear the episode, to finish the episode, and he comes back, he's, all right, that was pretty good, especially the part where you talked about me. So simply talking about him will change his outlook on it from, what the hell are you guys doing, to, that was great. I was in it. You guys talked about me.
I heard my name.
Yep. Why are you so up and down?
I have to pee.
Did you do that a million times?
Again.
Mr. Drink some more vodka.
Yeah. That's what's happening. This is like the most he's gone in a long time.
He's up and down. I wonder if he's...
I think
It's
he's
like he picked the wrong week to stop taking amphetamines.
Yeah. You think he's got a problem?
Oh, yeah. Lots of them.
Big. Oh, multiple problems.
I think Travis has got a few problems, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, don't we all, but...
Yeah, his is more in your face. Well...
So what's next, Travis?
Okay, Travis, neat. Hey, what else has he got in there?
I don't even... Okay, that's a cool picture, but I don't know why he's got it in there. That thing is amazing. And I have known nothing about it, but we could talk about it.
Yeah, why is that even in there? Is he trying to get you to check out some figures? Or?
Put that up,
That's pretty
Cody.
much this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully Travis knows something about this, because this thing is awesome, and I don't know... This is...
Master Lab.
I wish I knew more about this than what I can actually talk about here. This was posted in the Lost Toys, which has been a while since we brought up the Lost Toys
Lost
Facebook
Toys
group.
has kind of been on the down low.
Yep, but the creator is back.
So this is a for those of you that are home, and this thing is scaled to hold. I'm assuming those are 3 3/4 figures.
Do you think so, or do you think they're 6-inch? Because that's a dude standing there. That's a full-size man.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either, but regardless, it has 2 levels.
Yeah.
And my guess is this is something someone printed at home. Thoughts on this, boys?
It's amazing, and that's what Haslab should be doing.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
I'm not even a Star Wiki fan.
But if Haslab put that out, wouldn't you be like... Steve, would you pay $500 for that?
In a minute. I think it'd be more.
I agree.
Oh, that'd be a lot more than 500.
I think that's 800. Curtis, does Curtis have some thoughts on this? Because he's super Chad.
Coitus.
Cletus, does he know?
The rest of that Cody post Travis started to read says that LBC and I will be going live today in the Wolf Den for a discussion on character design.
What?
That's a commercial.
Yeah. Hey, he's a sponsor. He's paying.
He is a sponsor.
Yep.
Today, Wolf Den. If you're not in the Wolf Den Facebook group, you should definitely get in there. I don't know if you see this. Wolf King Customs got a sale going on right now. You should definitely check it out. A lot of cool parts. And they definitely took some of my money. All right, this was just one of those things where I'm like, hey, if you're a toy person, you need to see this because it's amazing. Steve, you in on this? If you
think it's cool.
Oh, without a doubt.
Although I don't know. I'm kind of not doing Star Wars now,
But something like that, how do you say
Something
no?
like that bring you back in?
How do you say no?
I don't know. I'm glad at this point I don't have to.
That's is a great point. Without a doubt, that is a great point because like you see something like that, how do you not pull the trigger on it? That's just beautiful. All right, toy drama.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Oh, what about these ones?
That's part of toy drama. We'll
Okay.
get there. I'm sorry, buddy.
All right.
Yep.
Let's do this.
Real quick, Kato Becchetto posted in the Mythic Legions couple.
Oh, yeah.
You
I
saw
got this too.
You saw.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
You saw this too.
Yeah.
So from $150 shipping to free. Wow.
What is going
What?
on? Why?
What are you talking
I
about?
might have went a little too fast there. It was supposed to be here on the 20th. I opened a case on the 23rd with AliExpress and got a refund. Then today it came, and the package was packed safely.
Did you have a stroke?
Might have.
Okay.
So this is supposed to be a $150 figure.
$150 figure.
And it is free because he opened a case
Yes.
with them.
It's a Vorgus figure that he ordered from AliExpress, guys.
Yep.
So he's saying he paid $150. It was shipped.
Supposed to be there on the 20th.
It didn't show up on the 20th, so he opened a case and got it for free.
Oh, case. Like a.
Yeah,
like
I was thinking
like
like
a
he got a
lawsuit
case
case.
of them. No,
That's what I
he
was thinking
opened-
too. It's like I
Yeah.
don't understand what a case of these guys.
I
has to
am
do.
sorry. Yes. Yes.
No, it's the way he wrote it. So, I mean, it might be partially the way you're.
Well, that's cool. I guess that's
Could be.
cool.
Go ahead.
Some comments here. Peter Lee said you should probably let them know that you got it. I mean, that's just being honorable. The seller on there is a third party, so they absorb 100% of the loss.
The author himself said, "Wow, looks like I got extremely lucky. The price jumped up too, but still better than eBay, and it had it at like $200." And the Dooch jumped in on it and said, "I got a cop mustache." And he also said it jumped up because the seller has to try and make back the money he lost on the one that arrived safely to you.
David Carbukla said you.
What's going on?
He's just making up names and shit. No, keep going. This is great.
I know David. He's a wonderful man. I have no idea how to pronounce his last name.
It's got to be pretty close.
Don't you think Carbukla?
Carbulka. He's absolutely right.
Carbukala, he said, but
Carbulka.
Carbulka.
Horsehead Collectibles, easily one of the best Mythic Legion sellers out there. You probably want to remove this post. It's not going to age very well. What do you think?
Oh.
Dude getting it for free because he opened a case because it didn't arrive when it was supposed to. What's your thoughts, Steven?
It's nothing I would take the time to do.
But if you could get the figure for free?
What
I would just assume I'm gonna lose because I lose everything.
do you think his intention was to get it free? Because it doesn't seem like that in his post. It just seems like he's like, "Bitch, not here." Opens a case and now he's got it for free. But like, you're not just like ripping off like some random company. It's like a dude
Yeah, you're.
who's selling it, and now that guy's fucked.
Yeah.
And he very well could be in the group that you're posting in.
Shipping
never
from
know.
China?
I would totally not post it if I did it.
That is a weird thing, isn't it? How people have no problem being like, look, I ripped this person off.
But yet, scalpers like you get a fucking damn dirty reputation.
Isn't that weird?
That's fucked, is what that is, Travis.
It's weird.
I think it's lame. I think this guy's got a. I think he's not.
Everybody's telling
Not
him
nice
too in the whole thing. They're all like, "Dude, do the right thing."
Yeah.
I
agree.
too brag about being a dirtbag, says Dan Briggs.
I like it.
Bo Clark says, "Bad form. Note to self: do not do business with this guy."
Where does that come from, though? Like, if I get a good deal on something, I'm not advertising that.
No. No. No, it's like when you find someone's dog and you're like, this is a good dog, I'm going to keep it. And then you see posters of it. You don't advertise that you have their dog. You just keep their dog.
Did I ever
That's a
tell
good
you?
analogy.
Did I ever tell you my Jack Loke story?
Jack Loke's Theaters?
Yes, Jack
Okay.
Loke Theaters, which is a big deal here in Michigan. Elsewhere, no big deal. But they're the family that owns the majority of Jack Loke's Theaters. We found their dog at one point. Literally found their dog and returned it to them, and they gave us like.
Isn't it John Lokes?
It is now, I think.
It is now,
But
but I
it
think
used to be Jack
originally it
Loke's.
was
Gotcha,
Jack. Yep. And they gave us like $100 and gift cards or something along those lines, and which was super appreciative, of course. Like because I am one of those people like you don't got to give me shit.
No.
It's the right thing to do to give you your fucking dog back.
Yeah.
Right.
You don't have to give me a dime, but it was a cool experience, and then also endeared me to Jack Loke Cedars.
There you go.
Yeah, because I was like, they didn't have to do
People
that.
being cool, man.
Yeah, they didn't have to do that.
Carlos Castillo says, $150 goes a long way in China. It's probably equivalent to what $300 is in the U.S. This is being fully absorbed by the seller. Do the right thing and send them the money. It
Man.
will feel good. I promise, bro.
I need to move to China.
I
You
had
didn't get ripped off?
I had a
No,
situation.
all the money I have in China would be a lot.
I had a situation where I sent something overseas, which I've talked about numerous times. I hate doing. Lazy. I'm super lazy. It didn't show up for months, and that person reached out to me and said I never got the stuff. I just refunded their money. I just sent them the money back. What do you know? A week later, of course,
Shows
what
up.
happens? It shows up. They reach out to me, send me the money back. Okay? I'm like, that dude, while I probably will never ship something overseas again, that dude is a good dude.
Yeah.
Okay? They're a good dude. This person, ugh.
Pretty
Yeah,
fucked.
that's a good word for him.
Especially posting this in the Cabal, because usually that's a place where like people are looking out for each other. Brian Lynn here, in a community of positivity that looks out for each other, maybe bragging about being a dick bag isn't the best idea. Send this dude the money. It's the right thing to do. Also, don't be surprised if nobody wants to do business with you in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a double thing because you guys don't give a damn if like Amazon sends you two things, but like if it's a smaller company, then you're saying it's that you should pay
Yeah,
them?
fuck the man.
Yeah, so it's
Look out for local.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're probably right on that, Cody.
Does that make
We're dick bags to a point,
Yeah.
not to the
Yeah.
people
Jeff
that matter.
Bezos can handle it. Right?
So can
Bezos.
Travis.
I don't know. Not so
Probably.
He can handle it.
Also, my bookkeeping isn't great.
Your bookkeeping is non-existent.
I mean, he wasn't wrong though. It's not great.
Should have seen him when I first met him. He had like spreadsheets and shit.
Really?
We had to mark shit off as we sold it.
Oh
Things
wow.
have gone downhill.
Yep.
Things have
Of course, he didn't
You
used to
start having fucking day drinks and
Yeah, he didn't drink back then.
Alcohol is an interesting thing. Let me tell you. Life is much more enjoyable, though.
all right. Is that all the drama, or we got more drama?
I definitely got more. Cody, can you bring up the next photo, please? I feel like, so let me see. Not this one, but there's... Actually, you know what? That might not be a bad spot to start it.
Arthur. Arthur.
Arthur?
Yeah. Aerith.
Okay, this one's a little bit long, but I'm interested in you guys' opinion.
Which one?
You can stay on that photo, Cody. That works. Okay.
This one?
Yep,
Yes.
that works.
We get my fourth bucket of orange juice ready.
Nathan Finley posted, and he said TLDR. What does anybody know what that is? TLDR.
Too long, didn't read.
Too long, didn't read. I have no idea. Okay. Four Horsemen are leaning towards a more detail-oriented style of their figures, leading to less opportunity for pop and swaps.
Okay.
And there will be a little bit of paraphrasing in here. Starting from Aether and going to Necronatus Wave, I've noticed a trend in style of figures. The level of detail of Necrowave versus Aether is almost startling. Just comparing Aether to himself to Necronatus makes him look like a standard figure. So far, Alithia is my favorite wave, and I think it's due to the level of detail. They don't have too much like how I feel the Necronominus wave, but enough to make them stand out from the Aether. If any of you are familiar with GW Fantasy Line, that switch from Age of Sigmar, it reminds me of that. No idea what that is, by the way. But they're pretty much saying that the details on these waves have drastically increased. I look at Necronatus Wave and I don't see nearly as many customizing potential, with the exception of the Turpiculi as Alithia Wave, because of how unique the figures are. It's harder to imagine them as anything else because of the crazy level of details. I still like some of the new figures, but I think that Alithia is peak Four Horsemen. Peak. I'm curious to hear what you guys think as well. Do you guys feel the same or enjoy the newer style? This was posted in the Cabal, so obviously geared towards Mythic Legions fans. And we got a picture of Aether up right now on the YouTube, and now we've got a picture of Necronomicus. What do you guys think about that statement? I will tell you right now, this did obviously stir a little bit of drama.
Yeah.
Do you guys feel like, before you go on this, do you feel like this is a negative post?
No. Yes, it's a negative post. If he's saying it peaked with Aether, or did he say Alithia?
Alithia.
If it
But
peaked with... Yeah.
But his opinion is only solely based on
Pop and swaps.
pop and swaps and customization, but that's not why they're making this line.
Exactly.
I disagree that it is less of a... I think that the new stuff is going to be just as pop and swappable.
Yeah, I mean, just depends on how creative you are.
You can pop those wings off right there and put them on another figure. You can... Did you guys, any of you see... It was one of the Mythic Customs episodes where Jeremy had on Joe Vasapolo.
Yeah.
And they were looking at the ogre, the new ogre, that is a tribute Brute Scale Greg ogre.
Yep. And they
did you
took
see-
off the armor.
Yeah, you can take off all that decoration, and now you can use that on any ogre for armor with some paint.
Yep.
So, I think that the Horsemen are smart enough to... I think that once you get into these figures and start playing with them, you're going to be like, oh, no, this just comes off and blah, blah, blah. So, no, I think they're up in their game. I think that they're learning from their mistakes and getting new ideas, and I think that they're going to continue to win. So, my opinion, I do not think they have peaked at Alithia. I think they have peaked at Necronominus until we get the next wave.
When I read this post, this is gonna sound bad because I am a dummy, but I'm like, oh man, the people with imagination in this group are gonna be like, what the fuck is this person talking about?
Right. Kind of just speaking out your ass. I mean, I guess if you just look at that base level and you're like, there's not, they're very unique pieces. So I get that, but like, creativity, baby. Use it.
I feel like people with imaginations are gonna find ways to use every piece of a figure. And I'm not saying this person doesn't have an imagination by any means.
Well, I think he said it himself without saying it.
There is a ton of stuff to use in different fashions, right?
Is it really cool that I can be looking at you, but it doesn't look like I'm looking at you?
All I know is I would never switch a blade on a guy in shades.
Because it's like,
Don't switch the blade on a guy in
like I'm
shades.
totally looking at Travis right
Oh no.
Really?
Yeah.
You gonna wear them at night?
But it looks like I'm disinterested.
Well, I hate to say it. I like to look at the screen.
Something fell behind me.
I didn't even touch anything.
How is that happening?
I didn't even flinch.
Any idea what it was?
Nope,
No idea.
Not going to turn around either.
It didn't sound big.
It didn't sound big.
I'm sorry, Trav. What were you saying?
How are toys just falling?
They're getting bored to death.
Moving on, Steven. Or Cody. Sorry. Cody's like, you didn't give me anything else. I did. I definitely gave you that He-Man. Top right, third picture. Boom!
What are we looking at here?
I wish Pete was here for this. Dear Mattel, thanks to the effort of the Four Horsemen and Super 7 to keep Motu alive, and the nostalgic times of US 40-year-olds and are living, you now have opportunity to do Motu sales. Please don't waste this opportunity trying to sell us the current ugly He-Man.
It's sell! It's fucking sell!
Oh my god, here we go. You're one of those guys.
Yeah, why would you sell something?
Jeremy and Pete.
Ugly
Well,
He-Man.
That's fucking, it's not the wrong word.
In which a lot of commentators
No, people do this.
refer to the He-Man as Beauty, Barbie, Cute, Botox, or Metro He-Man. Please continue the new faces, but keep up the concept that actually made us want to buy him from the beginning, which is brave, man, macho, barbarian, hero, fighter, and overdose muscles like this.
Well, yeah, he's not. I mean, he's not wrong.
I'm looking for little Potu thoughts on this. Jeremy said he's not wrong.
Yeah, Jeremy.
I mean, it's kind of. I don't know how to say it.
Are the new figures trash when it comes to face sculpts?
Yeah, and I'm actually trying to find a meme right now as we discuss this. I'm probably better off in a fucking He-Man group, but
Like the new Mastersverse figures and stuff. A lot of them are, especially with He-Man, it's hard to get right.
they have not nailed any of the faces on any of them.
I think Origins is a little bit more forgivable because it's the squatty kind of, I don't know, it's more toyetic of a line, I guess.
Yeah.
But he's right. I like the brave looking He-Man. He-Man's
Brave He-Man looks cool.
yeah, brave,
But the thing is, like, if we're just
masculine.
if you look at vintage He-Man, I mean, he was an ugly guy, but he was an aggressive, he was a warrior, and now they're just kind of making him look like a douchebag.
Like a douchebag.
I actually really, too, it's funny because this guy used the 2000X post, or He-Man is one of them, I believe.
Well, it was.
Was it?
I think it was the
2000X?
classics version of it.
Yeah, the
though.
classics version of 2000X, right?
Yeah.
I really like that head, but
Good head.
people then commented in there, which would be your original Motu fans, were like, yeah, if you don't mind the Gogu or head, like they were saying that 2000X head has more of like the
Oh, anime.
anime look
It
to his
does.
haircut.
Still, I like it. I think it has a little bit of an anime influence to it for sure.
But that literally looks like a dude, like a tough
Yes.
dude.
Yes, I think that's a good head. Now that head is kind of weird, right?
I just sent you one, Cody. I get that campaign, but can we just join this?
Ugh.
Please stop the ugly face.
Mattel, please stop the Ugly Faces campaign now.
God, I hate to say it, but the first Origins figure is probably the best looking
Yes.
one, and that's not good.
And even that's not great, right? You got the Revelation one. You get another. Oh, I guess that would be that's the Masterverse, New Eternia one. Then you have whatever the fuck that is. He kind of looks like the dude from Dukes of Hazzard.
Which one?
The movie version.
The movie version looks like a guy that's had plastic surgery.
Yes, he doesn't. He has a weird mouth.
He looks like a 60-year-old that is trying to look 40.
The bottom left, the Origins New Adventures. That's just super simple and terrible. The bottom middle one, he looks like he's kind of sniffing something like, I don't know, I can't handle this. And then the bottom right I see is, of course, the 20th anniversary. He's supposed to look like the vintage one, but once again, it's still just...
It's not bad. I don't think that one's bad.
I think the reason why he looks so funky is because they put the whites in his eyes.
I think his head's sitting down too far on his neck, but
And his hair is kind of weird. I don't know. Whatever.
I'm going to be honest, all those look gross to me.
They're terrible. Mattel is decent at making, like, monsters and stuff.
I'll
but-
tell you which one's good. The new Mondo He-Man head.
Yeah, it's pretty damn good.
Yeah, I totally get that.
Mondo nailed it. Mattel sucks. It's like Playmates, too. Playmates can't put out a good fucking turtle to save their life right now. But they sure got other companies fucking...
Regardless, you guys are happy to be getting He-Man, so from the grand scheme of things, you don't care, right?
Oh, no. I mean, it hasn't stopped me from buying anything.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I can sure go, that's an ugly He-Man. They've never nailed the cartoon face as far as I'm concerned.
Did you guys like the Revelations He-Man? And not the toy, but in the cartoon, actually? How he looked?
I was
Oh, he
fine
looked
with
in
it.
the cartoon? Yes.
Yeah. Oh, same here. I thought he looked just
I thought
perfect.
the toy was kind of
Yeah, toy was a little too...
And let's be honest, nothing's going to compare... Oh, shoot, it's gone. This. No, not this.
Other way. I think you were going
This.
Yeah, like the Earl Norham painting stuff. and-
Yeah, nothing's really going to compare with the Earl Norham stuff, right? I mean...
No.
Or who else?
No,
Who was the guy at PowerCon last year? Rudy
Obrero.
Obrero. And,
Rudy Obrero, Earl Norm,
yeah, and those
Norem.
Norem. Yeah, you're never gonna get anything better than those. They're so good.
And moving into a different 80s property, thanks to Francisco and a few other people. I don't know if you guys know, but the Sky Striker is showing up.
I saw comments of that, but I haven't seen any pics or anything.
I've seen some pretty cool pics, but have you...
Some problems.
Did you not get one?
I didn't.
I have not seen a single person complaining about the product. What I'm seeing is people complaining about people scalping and the prices of it.
Then settle down.
Yeah.
What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it?
G.I. Joe classified community, Scott Barnes posted, so the prices of the Sky Striker are ridiculous.
Then we should have bought one when you had the chance.
The carded figures alone are fetching from $50 to $100.
Okay,
and
sounds cool.
And just so you know, that Sky Striker came with like minimum 3 figures,
Yeah.
maybe 6.
Yeah.
I don't know because I ain't got mine yet.
You bought one of those pieces of shit?
I bought a few of them.
Wow.
What version are you speaking about?
The
Haslab.
Haslab.
The Haslab. What that was
Yeah.
$230.
Yeah,
Okay.
$230 is what the original price is. If you look on eBay, it's a little outstanding right now, but it's also fresh. It's fresh. It starts out high, then it's gonna dip, and then it's gonna come back up. I need to know what you guys are smoking. Actually, real mad at myself for not backing this. And this person shared screenshots of all these sold listings.
Which
and,
we're at.
And let me tell you, like the figures individually are selling from anywhere from $50 to $100.
Just the figures?
Just the figures that come with it.
These are what, 4-inch?
4-inch.
Yep.
Yes. So, which also, when you talk about 4-inch, it's just grabbing that part of the community, people that are interested in that aspect of it.
So what I do is I grab my 4-inch part of my community.
Yeah, buddy. Kevin McWork says, the D-bags out there was going to exploit it for profit. Always. Always.
Why do they got to be D-bags just because they're exploiting it for profit? Buy one. I mean,
Brad-
didn't everybody have a chance to buy one of these?
Brad Weber says, even though everyone had the exact same chance to buy one just as they did, this isn't scalping, unfortunately. It's supply and demand. If you
Sure
couldn't
is.
afford one at the time, did I use my credit card to buy one because I've seen how Haslab stuff goes up on the secondary market? Yep.
These are this is like noob territory. Like you don't know what to do.
Joe Simonek posted an interesting comment. He said, remember one thing, there were only approximately 16,500 of these sold. Numbers are confusing.
Yeah, right.
Compare that to 26,000-ish sold of the Hiss. As someone who already mentioned, the 3 3/4 inch figures are more in demand than the classified at this moment, and that is 10,000 more made of the Hiss than the Sky Striker.
Yeah.
So if you just look at it from like a supply and demand aspect,
Yeah. Gonna be a pricey bitch.
it's gonna be pricey. And 3 3/4 collectors, these people have been buying shit since they were how old?
Children.
Children. Like, they are legit collectors. And now there is going to be this exclusive item out there. It's going to fetch a decent amount of money. Which leads me into the next little bit of toy drama.
Oh.
It's been a while since I did a little deep diving on toy drama, but recently things have been pretty darn good. And I will admit some of our fans, Jim Meal and Francisco, have definitely been helping.
Yeah. Yep. People
Yep.
message me as well in case you drop the ball.
Thank God. Thank God, Jeremy.
You nailed it this week, though.
Matthew Bernecka posted in G.I. Joe Uncensored. Anyone willing to trade a 30th box Sky Striker for a Haslab one? Willing to ship for free? Hit me up.
Well, I got a few of those laying around.
So if you're not in the know, a 30th box Sky Striker, probably like a $150 item. Beautiful. Right?
They're nice.
Yep.
Yeah, they're nice.
Super beautiful. Cool box. Awesome. Is it the same thing as the Haslab Sky Striker? Absolutely not. Without a
Okay,
doubt.
that was my next question.
Yes, absolutely not. Matthew got a little beat up for this. Why, Steven?
He wants to trade the new Haslab. He wants to give up the new Haslab for a 30th? Or this guy with the 30th wants to trade... Oh, yeah, he's dumb. Yeah, because the price, I mean, the prices don't line up. They're two totally different things. No figures. I mean, yeah, it's a crappy trade. It's like asking me if, does anybody want to give me their 25-year-old hot wife for mine? I mean, that's basically what he's asking, right? What are you laughing at? It's a pretty good analogy.
I feel so bad for Courtney.
Why? She's good. I'm not gonna do it.
Would you, though? Would you?
No, it's too costly.
God damn it.
If money wasn't an issue, would you?
Will White threw us $5 and says, "It's crazy they can buy the Hasbro O-ring set from Big Bad Toy Store for $44, and it says a real American hero on them."
Must be nice. That's great. I'd like to see that.
Old man Kyle, he gets a freebie. He says, "Damn, Steven."
What? What do I do?
You're killing these guys out here. Greg says, "I almost died coughing and laughing right now." trade his hot wife for a hot dog.
He might.
I already got a hot dog. A dog is fucking hot. I don't know how many times I gotta say this.
So Matthew, who is the original poster here, he gets a little beat up, okay? And he says, I'm confused. I'm trying to find a fellow Joe fan that can help out a brother.
Now we're brothers.
Yeah, sounds like that's funny.
I lost my job, and I'm...
Oh, Jesus Christ.
God damn it.
You're gonna do this. You're gonna air out your bullshit that's probably not even true in a toy group.
I lost a leg last
Oh,
weekend
jeez.
fighting off a pack of rabid wolverines.
It gets better.
Please.
They had wings.
I want to get my son a Haslab Sky Striker because he loved Joe's and it has a good collection.
So
Go-
give him the one you got.
God bless.
God bless.
Oh
Fuck.
my God.
He
What?
nailed it all.
So this is
Bringing
a
Jesus into it, bringing his son into it.
this is a burner account for Justice Curry, right? This is.
It gets so much better.
Oh, God. Oh, yeah.
God doesn't care about your Sky Striker. Matthew comes back. What? I didn't ask God for a Sky Striker. Sky Striker. It was for a fellow fan to help me out because I lost my job and my ex-wife
Oh, boy.
won't help. So I gotta find a Sky Striker for my son so that he can have one to play with. He loves Joe so much, and it wouldn't be cool to see the community help a brother out. Not sure what you're getting at, but okay. Yo, Joe.
Sounds like he tried to make that deal with his wife and it didn't work out.
Uh-huh. Oh, my God.
Take your son to the dollar store and buy him some generic crap.
Yeah. Buy him a fucking plane. He'll be fine.
Matthew comes back and says, I'm a fellow fan and love the line. Like, you not sure why you keep hating on my post. I'm trying to get a Haslab Sky Striker for my 1-year-old son to play with.
What? Wait. What?
This guy's funny. This guy is a genius. I think he's a troll. He's trolling. He just
what?
keeps taking it a step further.
It's gotta be. If
He's
this
a fucking
isn't a
genius.
troll-
I love this guy.
If this isn't a troll, holy
Oh,
fuck.
it is. It's gotta be. He's too good. It's fucking beautiful.
Earl Miss says, buy your 1-year-old a bouncy seat like a normal person.
I want this guy as a guest on the show.
Buying some puffs. He'll be
Matthew
fine.
says, I'm getting the admin team involved. Your harassment is not tolerated.
Kudos.
We gotta interview this guy.
Kudos. You're awesome.
I'm trying to find someone to help me out. Not sure why this is such a big issue. I'm just a fan and a collector of Joe's and want my son to enjoy them too. Plus, rent is due and I can flip them.
He's the best. I love this guy. And the fact that other guys they haven't figured it out by now. Oh, rent's due. Jesus Christ. This is great.
He should have laid that all right out in the beginning, but
No, I love the way he's doing this. He's just stepping it up.
Wait, there's more.
Plus, rent is due and I can flip this for $600 and make money to pay rent so I can
Now
have
he
a
wants-
home.
So now he wants to flip it. It was for his 1-year-old child.
My 1-year-old son really wants
Oh
it,
my
but he
God.
also wants a house to live in, so he's willing to flip it.
That's the top G right there. That guy's fucking cool.
God.
But whatever, I can try other groups where they will understand and I can work out a deal with somebody. Yo, Joe.
Like these guys are the assholes.
Oh, God.
So, Robert Brown says, so now you just want to flip it for money instead of your son, which you flooded the post saying?
I'm surprised he's not gonna flip his son.
Why are these guys
Jesus.
dumbasses and they're
Matt comes back and says, well, I mean, it's for him too.
He wants a place to live and warm food and shit.
I wish I could tell you this ends, okay? But it doesn't.
That's great. That's great shit.
Because he then posts, With a heavy heart, I've decided to leave this group.
Heavy heart.
The overwhelming responses to my Sky Striker shows the blatant disrespect to a fellow collector. Peace.
Yeah, coming from that collector. Jesus fucking
Oh,
Christ.
man.
Yojo.
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 This isn't an airport. You don't need to announce your departures.
Yep, there it is. Oh, fuck.
I just wanted to be honest with my feelings.
He's coming back? God,
What? I thought he was gone.
he's a god. This guy is a god.
He posted that and never left.
That's some Matt Rodriguez shit.
Wait,
I think it is Matt. I just want to be honest with my feelings. I'm pretty hurt by fellow collectors in an attempt to get a Haslab Sky Striker for my son. I lost my job and I'm on disability. So I can't work. I'm not complaining. I'm just looking for charity so he can enjoy Joe's too. Yojo.
Fucking Yojo. Holy fuck. What the hell?
Mike Manilia says, it would have worked, but you left out a key phrase. Special needs. That gets them in the fields.
Giving him suggestions to throw in there.
Now Mike's starting to get it. He's catching on.
Yep.
Matthew responds and says, I have special needs to get a Sky Striker for my son.
Did this guy just somehow become the hero?
Yes, he did. This is how you do it. He's my fucking hero. He just did baby face. He just went from heel to baby face.
Holy fuck.
Oh, I read these comments. Of course, I got tagged in them early. You did too, but you're not in this group.
Oh, okay.
Okay, because people knew that I'm undependable. I read these comments and I sat there laughing my ass off because, like, this dude is a perfect troll. He's a
So good.
Yeah.
he's a stud troll.
Yeah.
And these comments, 50, 100, 200 comments, deep,
Dumbasses arguing with him.
straight up arguing with him. I loved it.
Goddamn brilliant.
That's how you do
First,
it.
I wanted to punch him, and now I want to hug him.
So you're a fucking god.
I went through a whole range of emotions that whole time.
It was awesome.
Yojo.
Yojo.
I think that might be all I sent you, Cody.
Cool.
Is it time to end the show?
Fucking finally.
It's getting close. It's time for Thanks UPS guy then.
I got nothing.
Yeah, Travis, you should send him one.
I would have if someone hadn't shared how much the figures were selling for each.
Right, no kidding.
Imagine what those Hiss tank figures are going to be going for.
Shit, dude.
The fucking straight up Cobra Commander
Dude, I can't even.
with the Mickey Mouse symbol on his chest.
We were talking this morning how we're seeing that the current economy situation is affecting sales on
Yeah.
certain things and how like we're kind of like apprehensive, of course. This is also the other side of it, is this straight up hardcore exclusive stuff. Like people will just take that money and just
Who was it? Was it Old Man Kyle that was bitching about that? He didn't want to get it. The Hiss tank. He didn't think it was going to be worth it, and he didn't think it was. a
Kyle,
good flip.
you're in the chat, buddy. Were you out on this? Well, I can understand why people didn't feel like it was worth a flip. That motherfucker is going to be worth the flip.
That fucker is going to be. That thing is going to kill.
Joe fans are deep. They're deep. I mean, so when you start to think about that kind of aspect of this, like, I personally did not want that Sky Striker. I actually was not happy with Hasbro for doing it.
Yeah, I thought it was stupid.
Yes, because
Why is that?
because the 30th, the one he's offering to trade,
Yeah.
It's actually really good.
it's a beautiful toy.
It cost $30.
Yeah, it was cheap. A lot of people got it like clearanced out at Toys R Us for cheap.
And this is like $200 more initially.
Yes.
It comes with O-ring figures.
But
I think are kind of cool, but
it's going to capture the O-ring fans, which like we've talked about. I feel like that group of collectors is shrinking.
Yeah.
It still is going to be, and the people who are posting pictures of this now, have you seen any of the pictures, Steven?
no,
It is a beautiful toy.
I'm sure it is.
It's especially people have it on their flag in the launching. It's beautiful. It is a beautiful toy. I think I still have 2 Haslab Razor Crests left. Okay, a ship that's been destroyed in the show.
Yep.
I still am struggling with, do I sell each of them? There's a part of me that says if I put that Razor Crest on this table, opened, set up, it's a beautiful.
It's gonna look badass.
It's gonna look so badass, and kind of like we talked about with the Thunder Tank,
or the barge,
or the
or
barge,
any of them.
or the turtle, the
Van or
turtle van, or they're amazing toys. And to be honest, $250, while that sounds like a lot of money in today's day and age, is $250 really a lot for a pretty high-end toy that ended up coming with a whole shitload of figures?
So let's say back in the day, a G.I. Joe cost $3, which is true. They cost $3. How much did a his tank cost? Bet you it cost $15. I would guess.
Yeah.
Okay? So it costs 5 times what the figure cost. Today, you buy a G.I. Joe for $25. 25 times 5. I guess we're losing a little, but we're gaining a bunch of quality and a bunch of different. But then there's figures involved. It's a hard one to figure.
Good effort, though.
I tried to do some math. I shouldn't have done that.
It's okay.
I had a point.
Math is hard.
It really is.
Dumb. All right.
You don't need to know math if you're
Thanks,
a
UPS guy.
top G.
Top G is ready. Thanks, UPS guy. I will go first because I'm going to be straight up honest with you. This is something we opened on. We talked about on the last episode. I actually finally opened this thing,
Looks
and
freaking cool.
and that's what I wanted to get you guys' opinion on this. I know, Steve, you're not a fan of mixing lines,
Oh, no, it's not a Legion's cool, but
and
it's cool.
I totally understand that. But seeing Pelvicus ride this big old T-Rex,
It's kind of hot.
Yeah.
Well, not so much.
If it was a dragon, maybe.
Jeremy, we move the camera up.
it
So-
will happen at some
So,
point.
you know, I mean, what are we looking at here?
Yeah.
You're looking at a prehistoric Earth animal, and Mythos, in my imagination, isn't Earth. So this thing doesn't go there.
And I understand that. The great thing that I love about toys is the reality of it is when it comes to imagination, you can do whatever you want. And
I disagree.
I'm going to be one of those guys that is going to put a Mythic Legion on this thing, and it's going to be in my collection riding this this bad boy. And what do you know? Guess who I picked to ride this fucker? Pelvicus.
It's a good choice.
Yep.
I do gotta say, this thing is really freaking cool looking.
Oh, yeah.
And
Beady little fucking eyes, man. And
the paint job is what sets this apart. Like I've said, you can go right now and buy a lot of dinosaurs in the Walmart toy aisle, thanks to Jurassic Park.
Yep.
This thing though is just a beautiful piece of art.
It's premium.
It is premium.
So
Yeah, but
No,
I
I'm a
talked
big
about it on
fan.
the last episode. So
I'm a big fan of it.
besides that, I honestly did not get a single toy since last episode.
Okay.
Jer,
Nope. I have nothing.
you do?
Yeah.
All right.
Wow,
Yeah. I
it
ended up.
happens, right?
Well, I ended up actually picking up a little Mario figure, a little spike top guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got one already. So, but you know, they travel in waves.
It happens.
Yeah, there's multiples.
Mm-hmm.
I just got some customs to share. Stuff that just hit the inventory at Wolf King Customs. So
That
yeah,
is an ugly dude.
I know, ain't he cool?
He's super cool. I love that mouth.
Emil Wickman sculpted these bad boys.
Oh boy.
I just got them a couple days ago and painted them up to see them in paint. And with the new orcs coming, they say sometime soon, from the video game wave, I thought it'd be kind of cool to have some orc heads.
Oh god. Just lay down just real quick.
Which is wild. That it seems like it's been a while since we got an orc.
Been a long time.
Yep, that we can use. Which was the last in stock
Reinforcements.
sale. Reinforcements. Yep. But you're right. There is right around the corner going to be some figures dropping here that we're all going to get in our hands.
The guy in the middle with the scars or scarifications, if you call them, that's my sculpt and paint, and they're all my paint, and the other two are Emil. So we wanted to do some. We wanted to do some. We wanted to do an orc trio, and then so we did. Part of the God's Fire story. There will be a story behind these guys.
Those are great heads, Steven. You did a wonderful job with the paint. And I like...
Beautiful. It's beautiful.
Yeah, and what I like about those is that they're they're just nasty.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Great job, buddy.
Yeah.
So these are up for sale right now?
Yep, you can get all these heads at wolfkingcustoms.com. They're all in stock. None of them are painted at this point. We may have painted versions down the road, but right now this is what you get. Painted this guy up. Now these pauldrons are new. They're my design. I did not sculpt them. I sculpted that head that's on them, and I got those wrist wraps off from Varg, and I painted them to make them look a little bit barbarian-y. So those are just a standard, but I just think they're just a standard part, but I think they make them look cool.
I will say I just bought a bunch of these pauldrons because I think those pauldrons are can be used in a lot of different ways. There was a great example. I don't know if you shared it or lended, but I saw them painted in black and purple.
Yeah, I did a
them,
black version.
Yep, I saw them painted in this version, obviously, and I felt like there was a lot of great use to give variety to different figures.
Me as well. I really think that they're really cool.
What were you going for with this face, by the way?
Like,
He
actually,
looks Native American.
that's what I was going for.
Are you serious?
Yes.
I think he looks Botox.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
Thanks.
I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying when I look at that figure, I'm like,
I don't know how that's saying that's a good thing, though.
Botox? That's probably true.
That
One out of-
sculpt you made looks like he's got Botox.
Well, you were giving other people shit for their face earlier.
I think that face looks
Touche.
like it is a...
Then don't buy it if you don't like it. No one's twisting your arm.
Is it for sale right now?
No.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, because I definitely didn't.
But he did get it right. I actually, when I sculpted him, I was like, I want this to be like a Native American guy. And then I painted him like a barbarian to match because I thought he would look cool with those pauldrons.
Oh, he looks cool with those pauldrons.
No, apparently not.
Well, he does. He just looks
Pauldrons
like
look cool.
he looks like he went for some Botox. A lot.
What I'm trying to say is it sucks.
I'm not saying it sucks. It's just ugly. Which is...
I wasn't trying to sculpt Brad Pitt.
Oh! No,
It broke. Something
Speaking of Brad Pitt,
Yeah.
what was it called? What was that train called? Movie
Bullet
called?
Train.
Bullet Train. You guys see it?
No.
Have not.
Anybody? Cody?
Mm-mm.
Oh, watch it.
I've heard good things.
You know what? Actually, in person, I like this. I do like this.
It depends on how the light hits it. Sometimes it.
Yeah.
Because I take pictures of them and I don't like them, but in hand I like it.
I saw a picture of this and I wasn't a huge fan, but seeing it in person, I do like it a little bit more. Probably based a little bit more on your paint job, of course, too. But
Well, they all had my paint job on it.
I know, but sometimes the light. God, those Varg wrist wraps.
They're cool. Right now, you can only get them on Varg. I mean, they haven't put them on another figure, nor did they. I don't think they did on any of the NECA figures. So that's
Yeah.
Keeping up with the barbarians.
Varg.
So the real reason when I designed this set, I designed it to go with the skeleton head and these axes that, if Cody can switch the camera
Mm-hmm.
to, and I thought, and there's a black version of this where the leather's painted black and his skull cap is painted black and he's got like white fur around it, and yeah, so I just thought it was a fun character.
Yeah, I really
Or
love that.
Fun guy.
Dang it. I don't
What?
think I bought any of that head.
Oh, thanks for. No, you didn't buy any of my shit, huh?
Email, Steve. I'm just kidding. Now, looking at that, though, we've had this conversation before. I kind of sometimes need the paint. I really do like that. Dang. Might have to do a little. I might have to go back and make another purchase on Wolf King Customs.
So yeah, there's a lot of good parts up, and there's, Len's got some parts. His dwarf with I should have brought his dwarf with the shield. There's some good stuff out there. Zombie's got some parts up. Zombie 13 is.
I did buy
is
some
in the
zombie
mix.
stuff. I really like that chest piece. It's the plug-in, but it looks
Yeah.
skeletal. I
It's
really
pretty
like
cool.
that. Yeah, I
Um,
really like that.
I don't think I have that in my preview stuff that Len usually sends me, or else I would have painted that. I do have the head though that he did, which is pretty cool.
Zombie does. Zombie. I mean, obviously, I have a few pieces in my collection that are zombie pieces. Zombie, there's something about him. He's got that little bit of. There's something like he can just capture something that I really do love.
He's good. He's a talent, and
Yeah.
pretty cool to have him with doing things with us now. It's going to be a good addition to the. Jesus.
Are we surprised that Pelvicus can't stay on his mount? Let's be honest.
I'll bet you when you get your 4 horsemen, you are a line mixer, my friend.
I am a line mixer.
Um,
Legions Cast definitely talked about me. Without a doubt.
so, yeah. For those of you at home that I got bills to pay, so buying my stuff parts from LegionsCon would help me get that Sky Striker.
Steve's like, the super chats are great, but send that money to Wolfgang, please.
So I can get a Sky Striker for my friend, for my son.
For my dog, Sonny.
Did you guys happen to catch Muskegon tonight the other night?
I did not, but I...
No, I
probably
never will either.
Well, no, I've watched some, but it seems like I feel like my friend hasn't been sharing the
Yeah.
posts.
I don't remember seeing it. I remember seeing that you were going to do it, but I didn't see it when you were done.
You literally had a hot chick on there and tried to impress her with your figure?
No.
Oh!
But
You brought your own figure on there. Did you bring mine too?
I didn't. I only brought mine because...
Fuck no, he didn't bring
this
yours.
is all about me. So I do a monthly talk show down at the Burl and Sprig in Muskegon. And me and Andy O'Reilly. And we had a little time to kill, so I talked about the journey up to LegionsCon, and I promoted a little bit of Muskegon. You're welcome, Pete. And I also talked about, because before I left, our last show was actually in October, and I said, well, I'm going to have an action figure of myself when I get back, so I figure, hey, here we go. So I put him up there, and Uwit sat there the entire time. As you can see, I'm not in this picture. I'm actually off camera because there were so many people in the chairs.
They're
Oh,
that he
like,
was
hey, move
interviewing.
Jeremy down.
Yeah, so I actually, no, I like literally wasn't even on the stage. So I went around and just took pictures. And he doesn't even have a stand under his feet there. And I got to say, Andy was like hitting the table, doing this shit. He never fell over once. So
Well, it's not Pelvicus riding a dinosaur.
it is not Pelvicus riding a dinosaur, but it's Uwit hanging out with radio legend Andy O'Reilly. So there you go.
Nice. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
I enjoyed your conversation with Tomas. Reference your favorite figure. That was a fun one.
Thank you.
Yep. How cool is it though to sit on a live show, Muskegon tonight or whatever it's called?
That's right. You got it.
Yes. And like you're like, hey, motherfuckers, that's my action figure.
And it's pretty sweet, but what sucks is that when like one of your best friends is like, yeah, you know what, dude, it's pretty cool you got yourself an action figure, but how does it feel to have him look like me?
It does look like your buddy.
And Cody, I'm gonna send you one more picture. I just gotta.
Jeez.
You really should paint that up like him and give it to him as a present. It's fucking him.
That's my buddy. That's my buddy Brian Seabolt right there. Yeah, pretty damn close.
It's fucking him.
I never thought of that.
Yeah. So there you go.
Greg's in the chat here, and he said, first of all, I showed off my figure to a girl, and she loved it.
Ah,
Yeah, Greg.
buddy.
That's because you're not married.
Yeah, exactly.
We show our figures to our wives, they're like, fuck you.
Yeah. Laura's like, neat.
I show my figure to my girlfriend, and she's like, you're so awesome.
Oh yeah. I used to be so funny. I remember Courtney.
She used to think you were the funniest fucker.
You're so witty.
Now what are you?
Stupid. Childish.
Now you're that fucker wearing sunglasses inside.
A prescription.
the blade on a guy in shades, oh no.
I don't know what that was, but
No, you don't. I wear my
Oh,
sunglasses.
okay. Yeah. All right, guys. I think that's a show. Congratulations, Jeremy, on showing off your figure to the tiny little place of Muskegon. And hopefully, maybe we'll.
I don't think anybody listened at the place. It was
I
pretty
will.
awesome.
Can you please share a link to that? I will watch it for sure.
Oh, I mean, you don't have to.
I want to.
Okay.
You're definitely a dude I want to support.
It's just check out Positively Muskegon.
Oh, fuck this. We're doing it. We're doing it.
Or you go
Doing
on
what?
Facebook.
Let's go to a live. I know you've been to one already.
Been to a few. Yeah.
Really, but let's do one. But let's do it right. The show starts at what time?
7:30.
We'll start drinking at 4.
There you go. Get hammered. Come on the show. You know what? We're gonna probably try to get Pete on there next month to promote MuskeCon. Or I guess I'll do it. Whatever
Pete's
works.
probably too busy
Yeah, he's probably too busy.
to promote, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm there. Cody, you in? No. You guys notice how like an hour into this podcast, Cody's like, "This is fun."
He's like,
Oh, yeah, he wants to go home. I do too.
2 hours into it,
Yeah,
Cody's
headache.
like, "Ah,
I don't know
shit."
why I got such a headache.
I don't know. It's a mystery. Never be solved.
Oh shoot!
All right, say bye
Well,
to YouTubes.
Wrapping up episode 277 of the My Wife's Gonna Kill Me podcast. Bye.
Bye, everybody.